Wait a second, my CPU loaded. There we go. Man, things just chunked up for a second. Hey everybody, it's the Monthly Reset Podcast. I'm Bobby Shortall. I'm here with Justin Townsend.
Hello, friends.
Yeah, we're doing this one live. I should probably be recording it too, because it is going to be a podcast, and we never did that,
Whoops.
Justin.
We did not do that. So we're gonna do that right now.
Yeah, you can just start recording whenever you're ready. You can just set it going whenever you're ready, Justin.
Hang on 1 second, because
don't worry about it all. Don't worry about it all. I have a backup going, so I can run the backup until your recording kicks in. So don't worry about it. Okay.
That would require me to download a recording.
Okay.
I forgot to download Audacity.
Oh yeah, the shirts. I know we're really kicking it with the shirts today. So yeah. Welcome to the. Well, sorry, I'm sorry again. Welcome to the Monthly Reset Podcast. We haven't done one of these in a while. I think we say that every single time we do one because we always take a long time in between them.
We're pretty on time.
Are we on time?
I think so. We're right there.
I don't remember honestly the last time we did one of this. But
I'll take a look and let you know.
You take a look. You take a look. Thank you, Huey. Says we're super fly. Thank you. So people tuning in for the first time. Like I said, I'm Bobby. This is Justin, and we do a monthly video game podcast where we focus on kind of whatever we want to focus on. It's monthly, so we don't focus on news or anything that's sort of kind of time sensitive. We try to talk about the games we've been playing sometimes. Sometimes we have topics. It really depends per month to month. We've got some new ideas for the show that Justin has been cooking up, and we're gonna kind of unveil those probably between this show and the next. But for this month, we're going to be delving into the best games of the generation. We're at the end of the generation of video games at this point. PS4 and Xbox One are just about done. We're looking at launches for the new video game systems in the fall. Nintendo is crazy off time for everybody at this point, so they're just going to get sandwiched in here. But essentially, we are looking at a time frame of when the PS4 and the Xbox One launched until basically now. This can probably take a few shows, I think, to kind of whittle down. It's a long list, what we have so far, and that's not even what we might add if we get ideas as we go along here. So we've got a big list of games, and I'm gonna share with you the list as we go. So you're gonna see it on screen in just a moment here. Yeah, we have a big list of games. We're gonna try to get it down to an ordered list of 25 games. That's the plan. I'm gonna switch over to the other shot here, which is going to show you Justin and I still here. Oh, the chat box is over my face in this one. I'm gonna just turn that baby off. How about that? There we go. Yeah, we've got a list here, and I'll just scroll down very fast for everyone here to show you how many games we have on the list. 132 games currently on this list of video games. So we're going to be going along and sort of we're not going to talk in depth about games that we can easily cut. We're going to just kind of cut those. If there's someone who has a strong feeling about another game or a game, we'll either talk about it and cut it, or just say, okay, let's wait. There's strong feelings. Let's wait on it. Let's go to another game and cut that. We'll make sure we talk a good amount about the final list that we come up with, the 25 games, but it's going to go back and forth here. If people have been watching any of our list or best of shows or end of the year shows before, it's usually a pretty cordial process up until, we get to, I don't know, the last like third of it, and then it becomes a knockdown, drag out fight. So we hope to not get too feisty, but to be spirited in our arguments about what games belong where. We made this list basically off memory and kind of looking at some lists that we saw just to kind of jog our memory. I'm sure there's games we forgot. So Cody says, I didn't see Friday the 13th on this list, so it's off to a bad start. Mark says, it'll be spicy, but I have faith in you guys. By the way, if you listen to this on, the podcast feed, when we do these, we do them live, video versions of them, which you can find on YouTube channel, but also they're live twitch.tv/talking. I almost said talking games. Twitch.tv/monthly reset.
You almost did say talking games.
Yep. So you can catch it there. You can follow our social media, and we'll definitely tweet about it. So Hugh said such a bad joke that I cannot repeat it. So if you're not in the chat right now and you're not watching this live, then you'll never know it. Hey Cody, I'll make you happy. Here, watch. Wait a second. I don't know why this is so weird. Here we go. Friday the 13th. There we go. The 133rd game on this list. I didn't even capitalize it like all the other games. Alejandro says talking games. Woo. So how you doing over there, Justin?
I think I'm recording.
Okay, cool.
It looks like it's capturing my voice. It's just running really weird. It's kind of choppy, so we'll see.
Okay, perfect.
You have a backup, so if this is bad, we still have your backup.
Yeah, I also always almost type talking games whenever I write out the monthly reset thing. So there is definitely that. There's so many bad things happening in our chat right now, and I hate it
Alejandro
so much.
says if you're putting Friday the 13th up, please put Knack up there. They're about on par.
Wow. The spiciness is coming from the chat right now. Not even from us, Justin. Here we go. Knack. Oh, no, not cack. Knack. There we go. But Knack gets capitalized. There we go. Here we are. We have our list. So I'm gonna run down and just there's a lot of games, so it's gonna be something, but I'm gonna try to say them in a very fast, almost Micro Machines guy type of speed. Here we go. So here's our list of games we have so far. Again, in the chat, let us know if there's something that we missed. Justin is monitoring chat. I'm kind of producing and stuff like that, so it's going to take I'm not going to be able to look as much. Here we go. AC New Horizons. That's Animal Crossing New Horizons. Sunset Overdrive, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Death Stranding, The Witness, Inside, God of War, Spider-Man, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Transistor, Until Dawn, Super Mario Maker 2, Destiny 2, Resident Evil 7, Doom Eternal, Nier Automata, What Remains of Edith Finch, Uncharted 4, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Rocket League. Oh, wait. What? Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, XCOM 2, Rocket League, Control, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Those are only the 2 COD games apparently we deemed right for this list. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Apex Legends, Cuphead, Fortnite, Donut County, Forza Horizon 4, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Sea of Thieves, Outer Wilds, Celeste. There we go. Celeste, Stardew Valley, Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Wolfenstein: The New Order, Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, The Outer Worlds, Luigi's Mansion 3, Return of the Obra Dinn, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Hitman 2, Far Cry 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Shadow of Mordor, Arkham Knight, Bayonetta 2, Mario Kart 8, Towerfall Ascension, Shovel Knight, Watch Dogs 2, Infamous Second Son, Her Story, Splatoon 2, Life is Strange, Soma, Undertale, Rainbow Six Siege, Dying Light, Dishonored 2, Thumper, Super Hot, Final Fantasy 15, Firewatch, Oxenfree, No Man's Sky, Pokemon Go, The Division 2, Hyper Light Drifter, Persona 5, Overcooked, Street Fighter 5, Night in the Woods, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, Metroid: Samus Returns, Sonic Mania, Prey, Tetris Effect, Into the Breach, a really weirdly sized Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker for some reason. I gotta fix that. Subnautica, Dead Cells, Moss, Astrobot, Minute, Hollow Knight, Monster Hunter World, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Jedi Fallen Order, Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, Valorant, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, South Park and the Stick of Truth, Axiom Verge, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Wait a second. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I did something terrible. Justin.
You done? What have you done?
I've moved it over and now I can't get it back. Why? There we go. Aha, there we go. South Park and Stick of Truth, Axiom Verge, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, Helldivers, The Swapper, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, Abzu, Little Nightmares, Tacoma, Link's Awakening, Killzone Shadowfall, The Order 1886, Valiant Hearts, Child of Light, Beat Saber, Friday the 13th, and Knack. Are you adding something?
All right, so let's cut Friday the 13th.
Okay, hold on one second. I gotta get this back to where it needs to be. Hold on a second. Oh god. So freaking finicky. There we go. Friday the 13th. We're cutting it.
Oh, did we put What Remains of Edith Finch on there?
Yeah, it's on there.
Okay. I thought.
Yeah, I definitely saw it on there.
I couldn't tell if he was asking why is Edith Finch there, or did we put Edith Finch on?
I wouldn't think he would say why is it there, because did I miss it? Did I miss it? Let's see. Hold on a second. I gotta fix this first. Oh wait, jeez. Okay, there we go. Did I miss it?
I'm pretty sure I wrote down Edith
You definitely
Finch
wrote it down. I might have skipped over it, or I might have. I'm going back up. Yeah, no, it's on there. It's the 27th game on the list.
Okay.
Okay. We can also cut Knack. So there we go. Knack 2 also wasn't on there. Well, I did read 1,000 games, Hugh, so I can forgive you for not hearing it when I went over it. Okay, so let's go back to the top of the list. How about we say that?
You want to go back to the top, or you want to start at the bottom and just start axing things at the bottom? Because there's about 10 of them down there that we could axe right away.
I mean, there's some peppered in a lot of this that we can axe. I don't think the bottom is necessarily like. Oh, well, the bottom games are all games I added, so you can already see that things are getting a little bit heated in this situation.
You added The Order 1886, and I know how you feel about that game.
Yes, but I know how you feel about it, so I figured that we should talk about it.
I know, but I didn't. Go ahead.
Before we get into this, there's a conversation we need to have, which is, we mentioned this in text message. Actually, I was talking about with Hugh about this today too, which was hold on a second.
The remake, remaster conversation.
Give me 1 second here.
You have a second and no more. Return of the Obra Dinn has to be on there. Yeah, I think that was one of the first ones I added.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%, it has to be on there. No doubt about that. There are certain games like there's only a few that I think really should count here. Like Last of Us remastered.
Shouldn't count.
Well, here's what I want to talk about. Is just what do we want the list to represent, right? Which is it like if you got one of these 3 consoles, or you got a game in this generation of consoles, like are these the games that you can play on these systems that you should play? Or are they games that were developed and released for these consoles specifically, and or in this time frame for PC or Wii U or
the latter.
Nintendo Switch? Okay, all right. I just wanted to mention it. So let's,
because you know why? Because I would say The Last of Us is the game of one, if not the game, one of the games of last generation. So it can't be on both.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I haven't played FF7 remake, so I figured if Bobby wanted to add it, he could.
Yeah. I had forgotten to add it.
But I will say, if your game is a complete remaster, like RE2,
or Final Fantasy 7, yeah,
or absolutely. Final Fantasy 7, that stuff counts. I would even say Link's Awakening would count as well, since that's
I put on here. It's someplace. Yeah. Well, that's complete. Like, it's not just the game up-resed. It's a complete overhaul.
It's a complete remake.
Yeah.
RE3 would count as well, but I don't know if we're adding that.
I don't think so. I haven't really played it at all, so I can't really mention it yet. Let's start with the bottom, like you said. Let's skip Final Fantasy 7 remake for right now. I'll have that conversation later. Let's start with Beat Saber and go from there. Justin, what do you want to cut?
Beat Saber. I mean, we could. You know what? Since you put that here, I'll make it really easy on you. You can cut The Order 1886.
Okay. I mean, all I've heard over the last couple of weeks that is one of the greatest PlayStation 4 games and needs a sequel because everyone should play it.
This is unbelievably slanderous of you, which apparently you're doing a lot of lately.
Apparently, even though I was not the one who brought up that story about Kelsey yesterday. So we'll say her name one more time. Well, the problem with
I love The Order. I look forward to the eventual sequel. Andy's upset. Andy may have a love of that game. I mean, yeah, it seems like they're teasing doing something with maybe a sequel to that game. So I'll be
Yeah.
excited if that happens.
Yeah.
We could. I think we could do. We have a lot of games here. We could cut a bunch. I think in mass. It doesn't have to go.
Absolutely. Yes, I totally agree with you. Some of the things I put on here just because I think like it's nice to put their names on something, games that are probably been forgotten that came out near the beginning of the generation. You know that
like Valiant Hearts.
Like Valiant Hearts is like
Child
a real
of Light.
Child of Light, both really great. Benched in the locker room sucks, says Andy. And he had said that RE3 would make the top 25 anyway, decidedly average game. I mean, it's a remake of a decidedly average game, so that makes sense. Valiant Hearts was a great story and like really kind of a very cool way to learn history, like in a game format. I thought that was great, really affecting ending. Child of Light's a really cool RPG, but yes, we can get rid of both of those. Must have get rid of Killzone Shadowfall, I believe.
Yes. Has really good menu music. Also a nice looking game at the start of the generation.
Yeah, I don't have any opinion on it at all. I just know you played it and liked it, Justin, so I figured I'd throw it there at the end. So we can also get rid of Link's Awakening. It's a cool game. It didn't even make our top 10 of last year, so it's not going to be on this list. It's a cool game, but it's it's decidedly held back by the part of it that wasn't remade, which is basically all the mechanics. So take that for what you will.
I think it's Tacoma could go.
Tacoma can go. It's a neat game. It is
neat.
It's really tough to follow up Gone Home.
We're really killing Andy. Pouring out for Valiant Hearts 2.
You know what? I wasn't even really talking to Andy at that point. Andy was just like a listener at that point. And I would have loved to have been like around Andy and talking to Andy more, like for real.
I forgot Andy even liked that game
coming out. I mean, it's freaking
an Andy game.
World War I history game. How could it not be an Andy game? We can get Little Nightmares as well. It's it's like a inside limbo like, Gone Home is totally the superior game to Tacoma, Cody. Absolutely, it's a superior game. I totally agree with you.
Well, we can cut Abzu and
Abzu a Journey like. That's very, very good. I would say as well.
I already played that game. It was called Journey.
Yeah, that game Abzu is very good. I'm not gonna just slander Abzu. It has great music. It's the same guy who did the music for Journey. It's really great music. Let's see. So how do we feel about the battlefields, Justin?
Both of them can go.
Oh shit, Hugh's gonna run away. He's gonna leave. He's gonna.
Ori's not watching.
He's gonna unfollow us and be done. I also 100%ed Valiant Hearts. I think. I don't think the game had a platinum trophy. Hugh says no, they aren't. That's in the top 25. I like Battlefield 1, I think, more than I liked Battlefield 5. Because I like
the opposite.
I just really like the campaign in Battlefield 1 a lot. That's really what it was.
It was a good campaign, yeah.
Yeah. I played a lot more Battlefield 1, but sorry, go ahead.
Did you know that there is a button to actually swap in the swapper?
This is a classic old Talking Games reference when old Steve Say did not know that you had to swap bodies in the swapper, which is a fantastic puzzle game from, I think, 2013. I think the year the PS4 launched. I think it was that. Remember how like there was nothing on the PS4 but indie games that first year? It was rough. It was really rough. And he said, might as well turn this off right now. Valiant Hearts doesn't have a platinum. Thank you, Grin. Because I only have one platinum. And it's a game later on this list that we are also going to cut. But it was the only game I ever platinumed. I would like to not cut the swapper yet. I don't know if it's going to be a top 25 game, but I like am in love with that game. So let's wait on it. How about that?
Okay.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Fair.
To hold off on games that if one of us is in love with a game, I think it's fair enough to hold off on it. Okay. Yeah, there's another plat coming.
Another platinum.
It's called Bloodborne, baby. starting next week. Oh, I decided, by the way, on the Bloodborne front, I'm gonna cheese whatever the second ending where I have to fight Gehrman again, but I'm gonna do the third ending where you give up to Gehrman after playing through the game, all the main bosses again. So I'm gonna do that all on stream. So Helldivers, Justin. Actually, pick a couple games to cut because I've been picking a couple.
Helldivers.
Okay.
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Don't you love that game?
I liked it. I liked it, but it's not top 25.
Okay, I thought I remember you loving that game.
I enjoyed it, but it's definitely not 25. There's a lot of really
Okay.
good contenders on this list. So the ones that are good aren't going to
Yeah.
make it.
What did you just cut right before that game?
Helldivers.
Helldivers. That was a like a troll machine, that game. You could
Yeah.
really F with people. All right. So, I'm going to say we can cut Axiom Verge. I really loved Axiom Verge, but it didn't like stick with me as a game. It was more of a style thing than anything else. And we can cut Final Fantasy VII Remake because I haven't played enough of it. It seems very, very good, but I haven't played enough of it yet. So I can't put it on a top 25 list and not played a ton of it, you know? Druin loves Axiom Verge. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. There's gonna be a lot of games cut here that we all love. Alejandro
Okay,
also very upset with
so-
us. The chat is revolting against us about Axiom
What
Verge.
else is new?
And Andy said I just said
You said
Rapture was top.
top 25. Andy, I'm sorry. Andy, send me a list of the games you want me to fight for, and I'll fight for them. I wish we would have talked about this earlier. All right, so here's a few we can cut that
Okay.
I'm just looking at. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. That guy can go.
Yes, it can go. I'm just as upset about it when we cut it off our top 10 that year.
I forget what you and I both sacrificed it for something else, and I can't remember what we sacrificed it for.
No, I didn't sacrifice it. You sacrificed it, and I had nobody else to back me up on it. I don't remember what it was, but that was the year that Dishonored 2 also came out.
Yeah.
So there was some stuff there. Edith Finch better than Rapture. I agree with you on that, Hugh.
Deus Ex hurts. I really like Deus Ex.
Yeah,
but
we
I don't
both
think it's one
love
of
we
the top
both
25.
we both really like Deus Ex. I think I liked it even more than Justin because I love that first game in like this 2 games that came out. I wish they would do another one. We can get rid of Bloodstained. I liked it a lot, but it just did not stick with me. I think we're just hurling. Stick of Truth is a PS3 game, but it came out in the window we're discussing. So that was the only reason I put it on there. It came out after the PS4 and Xbox One were out.
Okay.
And it eventually came to those systems. So I just don't. I put it out there expecting to have this conversation. To be totally honest with you. I don't even know if it's going to make the top 10, the top 25 list. I don't think it is. I really liked the Stick of Truth quite a bit. It was one of my favorite games of that year. I
remember.
And this is long after being done with South Park. Like I've been done with South Park for years and years and years and years. But it was just a really funny game that had so many cool moments. But I'm gonna cut it because while I really like it, I would not. I don't think about it like, let's say I think about the Swapper still, because I still think about the Swapper.
Fallen Order can go.
Yeah, we can get rid of Fallen Order. We can get rid of that mediocre game.
You ever beat that mediocre game?
No, because it was a very mediocre game.
You're so wrong.
So we can also cut
Fire Emblem because you never even beat it.
I never beat Fire Emblem Three Houses. We talked about this the last time when we were doing our Game of the Year podcasts. A game I very much enjoyed, but I didn't beat it, so I'm not gonna try to fight for it on a top 25 list. Neither one of us played like any of Monster Hunter World, so I'm pretty sure Justin just put this on here so that we could hurt Cody by cutting it. I'm pretty sure that's the case. What would you say?
I just thought I know it's one of the best games of this generation that we just haven't spent a lot of time with. I'm sure if I put the time into it, I would like it, but I knew I was putting it on there to cut it.
Yeah. Oh, Kelsey popped up. Hello, I'm here because slander is spoken of me when I'm not here. 2, because you better put Celeste, Stardew, and Animal Crossing. Well, or we're not friends. Well, we might not be friends when this is over, Kelsey. I'm not saying that none of those games will be on the list, but I don't think all 3 of those games will be on the list. Let's just say that. All right.
Yes, Valorant can go.
Yeah, Valorant can
put
go.
it on there because we're really enjoying it right now. I think it will. Valorant will be one of those games that probably stands the test of time, but it's still too new right now.
Kelsey ready to fight. It's too bad, Kelsey, that you're not on mic right now. You're in the chat, so you can yell at us like everybody else has been yelling at us, especially Andy. We have not made Andy happy this evening with our choices.
Here we go. Ready? Scroll up just a tiny bit for me.
Yeah. Okay, wait a second.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna cut a bunch. Ready?
Yes.
Minute, Astrobot, Moss,
Okay.
Subnautica, Captain Toad can all go.
Okay. Fair. What about Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight should stay for a while.
Do you feel very strongly about Hollow Knight, Justin?
I think Hollow Knight's really good. I don't know if
Okay.
it's going to make 25, but that might be a contender for number 25.
Okay. All right. I'll leave it on for now.
Q, no, Dead Cells is not getting cut.
Yeah, it's not gonna cut yet. Okay. So let's see. Prey, Justin. How do we feel about Prey?
It's not gonna make it.
Hmm.
It's really Prey's the more time I spent away from Prey, the more I actually began to appreciate it. If it wasn't for the load times, I think I would really fight for it.
It is one of the games that it's probably the game that I most think about playing. Like I think whenever I look at my library, I'm like, I should play Prey. And I just haven't yet, but let us cut Prey. How did I provoke you, Kelsey?
Wait until PUBG makes the list.
Well, you better believe it's gonna be close too. Whether it's in the top 25, I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be close.
So
Sonic Mania can go.
Sonic Mania can go. Matt's not here to fight for it.
No.
I'll honestly kill someone. Let's not. Kelsey never known for dramatics. So I will give her that.
PUBG. Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5 can go, but I also forgot Metroid Samus Returns was actually a thing.
It's so good. It was so good. Such a good game.
I put it on there because I knew you liked it, but
yeah,
I for many years now have forgotten that was an actual video game.
Yeah, it's a great video game, but we can cut it. It's not gonna be a top 25 game. Sorry, Kelsey.
It's okay. I've asked Matt to come in here, and Matt's like, "Oh, I don't do Twitch."
Oh man. Okay, Boomer. Okay. So, let's see. Overcooked
can go.
Okay. Persona 5, I think, can also go. I don't think just because I don't think either one of us has an affinity for it or played enough of it to make a.
Did you like Metroid that much, Kelsey? I don't remember.
Yes, Kelsey loved it. Kelsey was obsessed with it that year. That was the year you left us, Justin. That's why you don't know.
Oh.
I'm crying. I'm sorry about Persona, my friend. Persona. It just, I played, 25 to 30 hours of it, which is like, a third of the game, and Justin has played none of it. So it's just not going to make this list.
I will be playing Royale, though.
Do you see my name?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
And I will say Justin and I reserve the right to, before this generation puts its bow on it, if we play any games from here until, the new systems come out that we think belong on this list, we'll open the box back up and revisit it. I can promise you that. If I play Orphan's here, hello, my friend.
Hey, Orphan.
If like I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake and I'm like, oh my god, this is like a triumph. Let's talk about it. The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, whatever. There are games that could still hit this, but
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. By the time we get to that time, though, it's going to be really tough to do this show. So we need to do this now. So let's see. Hyper Light Drifter.
We can't cut Hyper Light Drifter right now. Let's come back to it because Kelsey will literally rage through the screen.
Pokemon Go is gone. It's a very important game, but I don't think either one of us really were super into it. I mean, I know your son is very into it, Justin, or was very into it.
Still into it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's scroll up a little bit.
Okay, hold on a second here. All right.
Orphan, we were making chat very upset with the games we're cutting off this list.
Yeah,
a lot of the easy games. I thought like, okay, we could cut these.
There's 100. We start with like 130 games, so we're moving through right now.
Kelsey is the emoji you just used, Orphan.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Let's have a conversation for a second.
Yeah,
I think
bring it on.
This list only has room for one Uncharted game. If we have an Uncharted game on there.
I agree 100%. The question is which one? Because
both are really good.
There are things that are better about Uncharted 4, but I think Uncharted 4 is a little bloated. You know what I mean? And I feel like Uncharted Lost Legacy is not. You know?
I know, but I will say the thing about Uncharted 4 is they didn't have to make it, and then they made a much better game than 3. That ending is really good. Oh,
agreed. And I think there are moments in Uncharted 4 that are just spectacular. But it's like a 20-hour game or plus 20-hour plus game that probably should have been like 12 to 15 hours or whatever. You know what I mean? I just think that there's some bloat. I'm not. Again, I'm torn. I'm just kind of arguing it out. But do you think let's move on from now, because I don't think it's an easy cut. Well, there's a lot of other games here that are still easy to cut, I think.
Right. So No Man's Sky.
That's hey, Justin, you're the one who finished No Man's Sky.
I did finish No Man's Sky, and I finished it when it was bad, and it's apparently great now.
Yeah, we should revisit it some way. I revisited like 2 years ago, I think, when they added multiplayer to it, and it was fun. It was still a little janky, but it was a lot of fun. But I can cut No Man's Sky. Let's get it out of here. No Man's Sky is fantastic, Hugh. Well, Hugh, it is good, but it's not gonna be a top 25 game. Let's see. What's the top? Division 2 is the top of this. Okay, so Division 2 we want to leave for now, Justin?
No.
You want to cut it?
It wasn't in our top 10 last year. It's not going to make top 25 of all the years.
Just Andy's just going to fucking scream. Andy's just done with us at this point. Okay.
Here we go.
So, Final Fantasy 15, we can definitely
Final Fantasy 15 can go.
Yeah.
I'll give up Oxenfree, even though I really enjoyed it.
Okay, Oxenfree is a very good game. Thumper can go.
Thumper can go.
Okay. Roll up a little bit here. Well, let me just click. There we go. Being so weird about me clicking the arrow. Okay, I just went too far. Sorry. Where did we just cut? So we're at Dishonored 2. Let me scroll. Let me make Dishonored 2 the bottom. Oh, we didn't talk about. Okay, there we go. Obviously, Firewatch super hot. We're not cutting. Dishonored 2. We're probably not going to cut yet, right? Justin?
No, don't cut Dishonored.
Okay.
God, stay away from number 80. What else is in chat for now?
No, we're cutting Undertale. You didn't like it, and I haven't played it. So why would it stay on the list?
I'm afraid of Kelsey.
Okay, well, we're cutting Undertale. I'm sorry, Kelsey.
That's all right. She did put it on her list of like, these games have to make it, so I accept.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you want to keep Tales from the Borderlands, correct? Kelsey, oh my god.
No, Tales can go. It's not going to make the top 25, even though I think it's the best Telltale game.
She says, I'm going to scream.
You didn't put it on your lists. You gave me 3 or 4 direct games. Make sure this makes the top 25, and that was not one of them.
That's true. That's true. Dying Light, Justin, is it a top 25 game? You think you want to save it? I know how much you love that game. I'm not.
It's really good.
I'm not angling to cut it. I'm just asking.
No, when you add in the problem is when you start adding in some of Nintendo's games, it's hard to do it.
So you want to cut Dying Light, or what do you want to do?
Cut Dying Light, yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to keep it on the list with some of these other games that are going to be coming up.
I mean, now that we're in this section, I'll say we can cut Beat Saber. I think it's a great. I'll go down to it right there. It's a great VR game and a hell of a lot of fun. A really fantastic rhythm game. I absolutely adore it, but definitely cut it. So let's just skip that. Now let's go back up. Okay, we've got more. Okay, we've got some more Kelsey stuff on here, I think, a little bit.
Borderlands not on the list. Borderlands not on the list, Andy. But we can add it and cut it for you if you want.
We could add it and cut it if you want, just so to give you a win, Andy, on this one. Final Fantasy 12 was a great game. True, but we're only doing games of the last generation, so Final Fantasy 12 is a PS2 game. At least number 1 is an easy choice. I don't know about that.
Not gonna be an easy choice.
No, trust me. Justin and I think have very different ideas of what the number 1 game of the generation is. So, let's keep going here. Siege. Siege. Wait, we gotta do something for Andy. We gotta do something for Andy first. Wait a second. We gotta do something for Andy. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Or Borderlands 3. And we're gonna cut Borderlands 3.
So it's not a good video game.
No, it's not a good video game. Let's see. Oh my god, Life is Strange. Kelsey, don't worry. I have plenty of fight in me for Life is Strange. You don't have to worry about that. Gruen says wrong. That Borderlands 3 is not a you're saying Borderlands 3 is a good video game. I respectfully disagree with you on that one, Gruen.
I love Borderlands too.
Okay. Let's keep Siege for now. Soma, I think we should keep for now. What do you think, Justin?
All right, for now.
Soma's such
walking
a
away with my
game.
head held high. I know. For now.
Life is Strange.
Second Son can go.
Yes, that's the game I platinumed. I said we were gonna cut.
Yes. Second Son can go.
Yeah, Second Son can go.
I want to hold on to Splatoon for now.
Okay, it's just good to not piss off Kelsey.
No, I really like Splatoon 2.
Okay,
I really do. Shovel Knight can go.
What about Watch_Dogs 2? We can't keep all Ubisoft games just to please Kelsey.
No, I legitimately really like Watch Dogs 2.
Yes, but do you think it's a top 25 game of the generation, Justin?
No.
Feel like enough for that. Okay.
No.
I also don't think it was even on the list of our list the year it came out.
That's because nobody let me put it on.
Oh, okay. Shovel Knight, which is a great fucking game.
It is a great game. I don't think there's a Shovel Knight might if this was like not our list of the generation or our generational list, but like overall, I think Shovel Knight would have to be on there just for importance sake.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it's also just a great game. Like
it is a great game.
Yeah.
Keep Shovel Knight.
Hugh, excuse me.
Hugh says.
Towerfall,
we
can cut.
Let Shovel Knight stay for now. Let's scroll up and see what there is. What about Her Story?
All right, Her Story we're keeping for now. I'm gonna fight for that.
We're gonna have a way harder fight than I thought.
Yeah, I'm fighting for that game. Towerfall can go.
Towerfall can go.
A ton of fun with Towerfall, and very important to the beginning of talking games. Towerfall was, but
it was.
Let's get rid of it. We can get rid of Mario Kart 8. I think.
Yes, we can. Do we get rid of Bayonetta 2? I know you loved that game.
I love it, but it's not. I think if I made a personal top 25 list, Justin, I don't think it would be on it. So I'm willing to cut it. Kelsey, you can't OMG everything. Bayonetta 2 can go. It's a fantastic game, and in the year it came out, it was one of the best games of that year. But I just don't think it's gonna measure up here. Kelsey, I'm sorry. I totally agree with the chat saying we should cut Arkham Knight.
We're not gonna have this fight for the 15th time. If you want to cut Arkham Knight, go ahead.
No, we'll leave it. I know you want to.
Look at those two knights together. All right, I think we can cut Shadow of Mordor
over Arkham Knight.
Yes,
no, man. Shadow of Mordor.
Do I have to say how much I like Arkham Knight?
Yes, but Shadow of Mordor is a better game than Arkham Knight.
It is not.
It is. All right, we can't make the decision yet. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Justin.
Stays,
really.
Stays.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Stays. Far Cry 4 goes. All right, I tell you, you're gonna fight me over freaking Horizon?
No, I'm not. I mean, I just don't think it's gonna make the list. But I'm not gonna fight you.
Hugh, kick Bobby out of his chair and get on this podcast. All right, we can only have one Hitman game if we're gonna have one.
I would say Hitman 1.
I would say Hitman 1 as well.
No,
I will fight for Horizon. Don't worry, boys.
Okay. Breath of the Wild and Odyssey are staying. Return of the Obra Dinn is staying. That's a freaking murderer's row of 3 games right there, Justin.
Yeah, I
know. Luigi's Mansion 3 and The Outer Worlds.
Cut Luigi's Mansion.
You think Outer Worlds is a top 25 game? I'm not saying it's not a good game or even a great game. Andy says, all right. Well, Andy,
Horizon
the fact that it's on your list means you know it's going to cut. Go ahead. Justin, what were you saying?
All right, leave Outer Worlds for now. Just for now. Let's
Okay.
just scroll up a little bit.
Okay, what about the two Wolfenstein games?
Only one should make it, and I think it should be the New Colossus.
You think? Yeah, you're probably New Colossus is probably better.
New Colossus had so many like
yeah, I
what
agree.
is happening moments.
Yeah, absolutely. Cody says, "Let's just cut Breath of the Wild now." Yeah, Cody. Let's cut the potentially #1 game of this entire list off it right now.
I'm not saying Wolfenstein's gonna make it, but for right now, let's just get rid of one of them.
Yeah, I did. I got rid of one of them. Let me scroll up a little bit here. Okay, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I want that to stay for now.
Is this just symbolic?
No, I mean, I've been playing a lot of it lately, and I actually think it's an amazing fighting game. Like, they make it really easy for people who are not good at fighting games to get in there and feel awesome.
Okay. I'll cut both Mortal Kombat
Plus,
games. That's fine.
You can play as Yamcha.
Okay, that's fine.
Which I know will make.
I don't care about that at all. And that game is definitely not making the top 25, but we can leave it on for now. Stardew Valley.
I tell you what.
Stardew Valley and Celeste, we will leave so Kelsey doesn't kill us. At least. Okay. Oh, I can't get it. There we go. The Outer Wilds
Stays for now.
Sea of Thieves can
Sea
go.
of Thieves can go.
Rise of the
We're
Tomb
gonna play more
Raider.
Sea of Thieves.
We definitely are on stream. Rise of the Tomb Raider is great. Oh man, it's just tough because we can cut other things before we cut that. Let's just keep going up. Red Dead Redemption 2, Justin. You want to keep it? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 4
goes.
It goes. Donut County.
It's a great game, but it should go.
Okay.
I love Donut County.
As should Fortnite, because of our list. It's not going to be on our list. Fortnite's not going to be on our list. Let's just be
Cuphead
honest.
stays.
Cuphead stays for now. Apex Legends, PUBG stays.
Here's our conversation. Ready?
Yeah.
Which Call of Duty makes this list?
Modern Warfare.
Yes. I wanted to make sure though.
Okay.
Which Assassin's Creed makes this list?
I don't. It's hard for me to call this, Justin, because I've only played Syndicate all the way through, so I don't know how to judge the other ones. I'm gonna rely on you for this one.
I will say it is Odyssey.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you because you're the person who knows. So I'll keep Andy happy for now. I'm guessing we're keeping The Witcher, which should also keep Andy happy.
The Witcher has to stay.
Okay. Let's see. Phantom Pain is staying.
If we cut The Witcher, Andy might get in his car and drive here to have words with us outside.
Witcher 3 is staying. Phantom Pain is staying. Let's see.
Control is staying.
Tough. Control's tough.
It's staying for now.
Stay for now. Rocket League staying for now. Did I go? Oh yeah, I skipped over. Rocket League going for now. I think we can cut XCOM 2. It's a great game, but
you want to cut XCOM 2?
Yes, because I haven't finished it, and like it's a really good game, but I just don't think it's going to be in the top 25.
Okay.
Green says he'll start driving if we cut Witcher.
We won't cut The Witcher.
Green, you should be very happy that Justin is on this podcast then. Not because I have any problem with The Witcher, it just wouldn't be on my list. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle
can go. Great game though.
As well as sorry Kelsey, Pokemon Sword and Shield, because neither Justin and I have played it at all. I mean, your son has played a ton of it. I don't know how much you've had to play it, Justin.
If I put Jorah in here, Jorah would tell you all about Sword and Shield.
I know,
but I just haven't done it myself.
Goodbye. Okay, we saw this Uncharted question. We'll have to get to. Let's see. Edith Finch stays for now. Nier stays for now. I would say of the two Dooms, Doom 2016.
I'm gonna let you pick.
Doom 2016.
Actually, you haven't played enough of Eternal.
No,
but yes,
I've played enough of it now. I've been chipping away at it. Doom 2016 stays. Resident Evil 7 can stay for now.
You think 7?
For now, I'm not saying I'm not.
Okay.
Destiny or Destiny 2?
Well, Destiny, Cody made a good point, is a PS3 game.
No, but it launched on PS4 as well.
Did it?
Yes, it 100% did. 100% launched on PS4.
I thought so, and then Cody said no. So
this
is my question.
It launched simultaneously. Because I was playing Diablo 3 on the PS4 when Destiny came out.
So which one is it? Is it Destiny or Destiny 2?
I mean, what do you feel more strongly about, Justin?
My stronger memories are with Destiny. I
Right.
think Destiny 2 is a better game,
Okay.
but I like the raids way better in Destiny.
Okay.
I'm making the call. It's Destiny.
Oh boy. Okay. Controversial choice.
Did I choose right?
I don't know. We'll have to see what the chat says from
It's
you.
Mario Maker 2, not Mario Maker.
Okay. I mean, I like Mario. I spent more time with Mario Maker 1, but I'm totally fine with that.
You can play as Super Mario Brother 2 now.
It's true. It's true.
And you can be Link.
So until Alondra says you're probably right, Justin. Until Dawn and Transistor. We should probably save those because it's gonna be a good fight. I haven't played enough of either Ori game to make this call, Justin. Do you think you've played a lot?
Will of the Wisps.
No, I know that, but do you think Ori either one is gonna be?
No, it's not gonna be there.
Okay, let's get rid of it.
Okay, I made the right call.
Okay, Titanfall 2, obviously.
Titanfall 2 is yes.
Okay. So on these top ones, we're not going to cut any of these yet.
We're not cutting it. You know what? Sunset Overdrive can go.
Okay.
I really like Sunset Overdrive though.
Okay. All right. So we got this list of 135 games down to a list of 63 games. Okay. So now comes the Bastion is Xbox 360. Yeah, PS3.
Yeah.
Like pretty like mid-generation for those systems. Came out on PS4 eventually, but it was not a native.
I mean, look at this top 10. Oh, you know what? Sekiro. I don't know if Sekiro will make it for either one of us.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna cut Sekiro just because we haven't played enough of it. We can't in good faith put a game on there. I'm planning to go back to Sekiro and play it, but we can't in good faith put a game on there that we haven't played very much of. If this was a games of the last generation, Hugh, Bastion, 100% gonna be in probably my top 10 for that. All right, so
go back down to the bottom.
Okay, yeah, I think we should cut both the Swapper and Hollow Knight. I'm just gonna get like choppy about this stuff right now, because looking at this list, I don't think either two of those games make it.
Fine.
Okay. We gotta let go of some darlings, Justin.
Fine.
We're cutting Hyper Light Drifter. It's going. That was only on there because we didn't want to piss off Kelsey.
You know what's really funny? Q says a girl, and a payload. Remember that episode of that? First of all, there were 2 episodes, and I just sent Kelsey the picture of like my Photoshop of that this week, and was like, "Hey, look, remember this?"
Yeah. Tetris Effect, Justin. We didn't even mention it before.
I know. Tetris Effect is really good.
It is really good.
Leave Tetris Effect for right now. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I will cut Dishonored 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, really? You love Dishonored 2.
I know. It is. 25 is really hard.
It is,
but put Tetris 99 on Alejandro.
Yeah.
I mean, it would fall into the category, but I knew it wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't make it.
I'm not ready to give up. I'm not ready to actually give up Tetris Effect, so I will cut this. I'll cut Dishonored. Okay,
I'm not saying you have to cut Dishonored if you don't want to cut Tetris Effect, Justin.
We still haven't figured out the 2 Uncharted games. All right, scroll down a little bit. There's a couple more maybe easy cuts.
No, you scroll up. You mean?
Up. Sorry.
I can't get it to perfect. Soma.
Okay, so we're never going to come to an agreement on Arkham. So let's just cut Arkham and Shovel Knight together.
Okay. All right. Those 2 are gone. Let's be real. Okay. Splatoon 2 is not going to be on our top 25 list. It's just not.
I know.
It's a really fun game that I like a lot. This is not like an estimation on that, but it's just not going to make it. You will sacrifice something. You will sacrifice Splatoon 2 for something else, for sure. Alandra's in the Arkham Should Stay camp. Well, that camp lost.
Finally, someone in my corner.
It's so funny that I get that I've been like put into this position because I liked Arkham Knight. I did not dislike Arkham Knight. I just don't think it's like fantastic. Um. So
Okay. So
let's figure out this
grow
Uncharted
up.
thing. Let's figure the Uncharted thing out.
I would say Uncharted 4. I have a feeling you think The Lost Legacy.
I do, for the reasons I said before. I think Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is probably, other than 2, the best Uncharted game, I think. But I really like the set pieces in it and the character stuff in it and how tight it is and all that kind of stuff. But I will say, like, I loved Uncharted 4. I thought that it had wonderful character stuff, and like some of the action set pieces in Uncharted 4 are just bananas good. Like, we're saying this even though we don't even know which one is gonna make, if Uncharted 4 even makes the top 25.
If either one makes it.
Yeah, but I'm willing to cut Lost Legacy right now. I mean, I feel very similarly about them, with giving a slight bump to Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, but I'm willing to cut it. Yeah, I'm with you, Hugh. I liked it more.
I mean, the only thing I'll say is, like, the characters in Lost Legacy have no meaning without 4.
That's not true. Chloe is like the main. Chloe's the main character.
Chloe, yeah, you're right. Chloe, yes, but not the. I forget the other girl's name.
Naomi. But
Naomi,
like the context you give, you don't get really much context for Naomi at all in Uncharted 4. You get a lot more for her in Lost Legacy.
Both great games. Orphan asks how I'm liking Dark Souls 3. It's good. Yeah. Like, we beat another boss last night. We're having a good time with it.
I asked Justin if he was enjoying it last night. He said no. So that.
I mean, when I'm in the middle of it, I'm not going to tell you I'm enjoying it because it's stressful and I hate it.
I know.
All right.
Let's well, we can also, Justin, do the thing where we kind of talk about games we think are definitely going to make it. So we know how many.
I think we have too many of those. I think we need to cut more.
No, but I'm saying there are definitely going to be games that you and I are going to agree on that are 100% going to make this list. I get the mouse away from Life is Strange. Grun, you do not have to worry about me and Life is Strange. I am not the one you have to worry about.
You have to worry about me.
I fucking love Life is Strange, so don't worry about that, okay?
I still think we need to cut like at least 6 or 7 more games.
No, but what I'm saying is let's figure out if there are 5 or 6 or 10 games that you and I absolutely agree on belong in the top 25, Justin, so we know what we're working with, because then we'll be able to say, like, okay, like, not only can it make the top 25, but is it going to make the last 10 out, whatever we have left? Because right now we're kind of.
I think if we pick the 10 that we want to move up, we just pick the first 10 games that are in our top 10, and I feel like that gives too much away right now. Andy, Hellblade's not even on the list. Nobody tells.
Oh, well, yeah, we didn't put Hellblade on the list. I liked that game, but it would have gotten cut because Justin hated it. Hugh says God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Witcher 3, and Spidey are all top 25 for me. We will see, Hugh. Okay, so
I'm gonna make a really difficult call right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's cut Firewatch.
No. How is that a difficult call for you? That's not a difficult call for you. It's an easy call for you.
Easy.
No.
I think we cut Firewatch. I think there we have room for a couple of really good heartfelt stories, and I don't know if Firewatch is one of them.
Firewatch is the best one of all of these.
No, the best one is underneath Firewatch.
Night in the Woods is also great. You're not going to argue with me about Night in the Woods, or for me with Night in the Woods, but
I'm trying to make hard cuts.
Yeah, hard cuts with games that are games of favorites of mine. That doesn't count, Justin.
Firewatch is where our friendship ends. Okay, we can hold off on Firewatch. Can we cut Shadow of Mordor now? I offered to cut it up before.
Shadow of Mordor is a great game, but yes, we can cut Shadow of Mordor. It stayed on longer than Arkham Knight, and that's all I care about, really.
Also, get rid of Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay,
which is a great game that I'm awful at.
Yeah, Justin hates it. So again, Justin making the tough calls.
Shadow of Mordor is a great game. It literally won Game of the Year.
Yeah. Okay, Justin. The Outer Worlds.
Can go.
Come on.
Okay. You wanted to hold on to the Swapper for like some insane reason. I haven't heard you talk about the Swapper in 6 years.
Because why would I just talk about the Swapper, Justin? It's not all about what games came out this year. Justin, do you hate me?
Yeah, we've played all of these.
We've played all of these, yes. There are games too that I was surprised that Justin didn't put on here that he has played that I don't like, so I was surprised.
Because I was actually trying to make this list workable for us this time.
Okay.
I am not getting rid of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm gonna go to the map for that one.
It's not gonna be in it. Don't worry. When you see what games you have to look at them against, Justin, you're not gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna be able to do it. Number 31, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
All right, so
hard cut. I liked Rise of the Tomb Raider more.
Oh, Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's a very good game. Bobby feels way stronger about it than I do. I liked the original Tomb Raider reboot way better.
This is like one of those things where this is just obviously purely opinion. All this is opinion, but like I like Rise of the Tomb Raider more than I like either of the Uncharted games that are on PS4, or whatever. So I just feel very strongly about that game, but I'm willing to get rid of it. I don't think it's going to make the top 25. But so I can get rid of the Tomb Raider because I have other things I want to fight for over Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Scroll
down. This way you're talking about?
Yeah, down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I want to just see what's on the bottom here. Okay. Horizon. What do we think about Super Hot?
I mean, I could tell you that I would keep Super Hot over, I don't know, a lot of games on this list.
That's fine.
I could. Or if it says, if you do figure out a way to make this life workable, please do let me know. I could use some tips. Okay, let's go to the top. I'm gonna say right now, Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing New Horizons is getting cut at some point, and I'm sorry, Kelsey, it's gonna get cut at some point. We can leave it on here just to be nice, but it's gonna get cut for sure. And there's something against the game. I really liked the game. It's just not gonna be in our top 25. Let's see here. Yeah, Justin's internet's freaking out a little bit. I can see.
Can you hear me?
I can hear
My
you.
internet's doing its crazy thing again.
It's fine.
So,
it was the best.
2 minutes.
You're sounding better now, Justin.
Okay.
Super Hot is one of the most. Yeah, I love Super Hot. I
love Super Hot.
We're gonna cut that game. Animal Crossing. Super Hot. Super Hot. Let's see. We can get rid of Resident Evil 7, just because we've been trying to keep one game per series. And I want to respect that and keep that thing going. And Resident Evil 2 Remake is better, I would say, but I think Resident Evil 7 is fantastic, and I can't wait to see whatever this new one is. What's up?
I missed this when we cut out. Did Kelsey sacrifice Animal Crossing?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at Kelsey being, literally, Hugh said Kelsey being pragmatic.
Yeah.
Does Until Dawn make the top 25? Until Dawn should be taken out behind the shed and put out of its misery.
I don't think it's gonna make the top 25. No, I don't think it's gonna make the top 5. I do like it more than some of their games here, but
I'm sorry for bringing it up.
Yeah, Grin, you remember the Until Dawn days. It was not a pretty thing that went down.
For our list, is Rocket League gonna make it?
I don't think so. Rocket League is wonderful and was
fantastic.
Was a ton of fun, but it wouldn't be on my list. Would it be on your list, Justin? Your top 25?
No.
Okay. What number is Rocket League at, by the way?
It's up.
It's up. 19.
Up.
I found it.
Okay, sorry, I'm a little delayed on chat.
It's okay. Shut up, Hugh. We're not cutting near right now. Okay. So, let's see.
God, this list.
Yeah, we're getting, it's tough now. We're at the point where everything is like, for one of us, everything on this list is great. So we're not playing in the easy stuff anymore. We're definitely in a difficult path, I would say. Wouldn't you agree, Justin, at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will make a hard call. And I will say, well, it's not the hardest call to make, but I'm gonna cut Until Dawn off this list. It is not gonna be
I will make life
games.
also easy for you. You can cut Transistor.
All the shit you gave us that year. We're cutting Transistor.
You cut your
I know.
bad game. I'll cut one of my good games.
Oh, great.
See how we work together?
Very big of you.
Together real good.
Very big of you, Justin. Very big of you.
Yeah, Transistor came out at a time when there was really not a lot out. I love Transistor, but it's not gonna box with these guys.
I know. I agree. I know. I get it. I totally get it. You know what else isn't gonna box with these guys, Justin? Dragon Ball FighterZ.
I'm not letting go yet.
Dragon Ball FighterZ is not going to be on the top 25 list, Justin. Look at the games we have on the list.
I'd rather cut Dishonored.
Wow. Kelly says, I miss fighting with you guys. We miss fighting with you now.
Here are the games I would get rid of before, and this is just me. This is like, but so you know how I feel about how I really feel about Dragon Ball FighterZ right now. I would get rid of Soma. I would get rid of Dishonored. I would get rid of roll up. I'm looking for more that I could easily cut. None of these are easy cuts. I'll get rid of the Outer Wilds.
Okay, we can get rid of the Outer Wilds. We can do that. What the chat is seeing is different than what I see on my screen, so I just gotta make sure I line it up. All right, we can cut the Outer Wilds for sure. I'm okay with that. But other than that, Justin, what was that when you said? You said Dishonored. We already cut that. Let's see.
I'm looking for games that are easy for me to cut.
I know that. And are you finding them?
Do we want to keep Dark Souls 3?
I was waiting for somebody to mention that game that Orphan just mentioned in chat.
I like Fallout 4 a ton. Yeah. But I knew it wouldn't get past Bobby.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
I fought for Fallout 4 4 years ago when it came out on that Game of the Year lists.
Mm-hmm. When you had played like 5 hours of it, by the way. I'll never forget that.
That's such a lie.
Let's go back and listen.
Outer Wilds is just like it. I appreciate that game a lot. But it didn't grab me the way it grabbed everybody else. But I think it's a special game.
I think it's a special game too. I wish it would. This is what I wish, and maybe I'll do it this way because maybe I'll do it on stream sometime. I wish I had somebody playing it next to me. Is what I wish. You know.
Yeah.
Like to bounce ideas off of. You know. That's what I wish for that game.
I haven't played all of Dark Souls 3. So I think it's really good, but I'm only a quarter of the way through it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we can cut it. I mean, exactly. Yes. Orphan, are you talking about Fallout 4? My dislike for Fallout 4? Yeah, I don't like Fallout 4. I like, Fallout 3 quite a bit, but I do not like Fallout 4. We can cut Dark Souls 3. And neither of us have played enough of it yet. Again, we can always go back and open this back up. This is what I'm saying. By the time we get a month from now, both Justin and I will probably have finished, or 2 months from now, Justin and I will probably have finished Dark Souls 3, and maybe we can readdress it. So there you go. Alejandro, not Dark Souls 3.
Alejandro, it could get back on the list when we revisit this when the generation closes.
Yeah. Don't worry.
It would be fair to put it on there right now when I've played all of 4 hours of it.
Yeah.
Well, more than 4, like 12, considering last night was just about 4.
Orphan says we're wrong. Trust me, you're probably right. We've been wrong many, many times.
It is what we're known for.
Yeah, it is absolutely what
But if
we're
you
known
fake
for.
it really good, no one knows.
Here we go. Here's what I'll say. I'm willing to cut Soma, and here's what I'll tell you why. Because the story in Soma is great. I mean, it's one of the best stories, I think, of the entire generation. But I think that, and I think they fixed some of that now because you can play it in a way that doesn't, you don't have to deal with the monsters and stuff. I think the running away, hiding mechanics of it, I think took away from the stuff that made it so good. And I think that if part of your game is doing that, then you belong on a list of great games, but not necessarily a list of the top 25 games of a generation. So we're going to cut Soma. Kelsey says we're always wrong. Okay, thanks. I'm glad you guys can bond over something. So now it's tough, Justin.
Okay, yeah. So how many games do we have? We have 42 games. So we need to lose
17 games.
Carry the lose 17 games. Oh,
lose 17 games.
PUBG needs to leave.
It's not gonna happen, Kelsey. Just quiet.
Kelsey, I could get behind you, but I'm not. He'll fight me to the death on it.
We'll see where we are when we get to the. It's not going yet, for sure. Now when we have 42 games left. This is when I think we should start starring some games.
Let's star 3 games apiece to make it to the top.
We just have to agree. We'll agree.
All right, fine.
If there's any, I don't know. I don't even care how much I love it or how much you love it. We're not going to star it. Okay. We got to agree. All right.
Okay.
Bloodborne
makes the list.
Okay. Yes. I agree. Surprisingly. Death Stranding, I think not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. The Witness
makes the list.
Okay. All right. Inside.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it would make my list, but yeah, I'm not sure. God of War makes the list.
Makes the list.
Spider-Man
makes the list.
Not 100% sure yet. Just because of the list we have.
Look,
it's very borderline for me. I'm not saying it doesn't. I love Spider-Man.
It's fine. I'll get it on there. Don't worry, Hugh.
Okay. Resident Evil 2. You're not sure, Justin? Just say. Just say.
No. I'm not sure, but it'll probably make it.
It'll probably make it. That's the same thing I feel with Spider-Man. I'm not sure, but it will probably make it. Overwatch, I'm not even going to try to fight you on it. Okay. Titanfall 2.
Makes the list. I'm
not sure yet.
How are you not sure about the best shooter of the generation?
Justin, we have so many games left on this list. This is all just about what like is like slam dunk.
I can't. Okay.
I don't think Mario Maker 2, Destiny, Doom, Nier, Edith Finch, Uncharted 4, Control.
You don't think Nier makes the list?
I don't know if it's a slam dunk yet, Justin. Okay, you're in this crazy world we live in. You're fighting for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Okay, so please.
Continue.
Control, I don't think is a slam dunk yet. Like obviously, I don't think for me, Metal Gear Solid would be, but I don't think it is for you. So we're gonna move on from that. Same thing with Witcher. Same thing with Odyssey. Modern Warfare. What do you think, Justin?
I mean, recency bias would make me say yes.
Yeah, I know.
Are we adding in Warzone with Modern Warfare?
Yeah. It's all that same package. We've taken this long to think about it. It's not there. Okay. PUBG, we're not sure yet. Apparently, Apex Legends. I think we're sure.
Makes the list.
Yeah. Cuphead, I'm not sure on. So, Red Dead Redemption 2. You know my thoughts. Celeste, we're not sure on yet. Stardew Valley, Dragon Ball, Wolfenstein, Obra Dinn, for sure.
Obra Dinn makes the list.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild makes the list. Super Mario Odyssey
makes the list.
Okay. Hitman, not totally sure yet. Horizon, not totally sure yet because I know I'm not totally sure. Smash, Her Story, Life is Strange, Superhot, Firewatch, Night in the Woods
makes the list.
Okay, and I think that's so those are the ones we've got. So let me just that we're totally sure on. Okay.
Horizon makes the list as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, but we're only doing stuff we can both totally agree on. So we've got
Define The Witness.
One, two,
Orphan,
three.
PUBG is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's
Yeah.
like it was the first real big
3,
battle royale game.
4. I'll reorder these in a second. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 games that we're sure on. Okay, so that means
He doesn't like Rockstar games, Orphan.
yeah, I'm not really into Rockstar games. I can appreciate them for sure. I'm just not like super into them. So really we've got 22 slots for, let's kind of sorry, not 20 slots, 17 slots for
Holy shit, we forgot a game.
36 games. What?
We forgot Remnant.
Oh shit! Game changer. Makes the list.
Remnant makes the list.
Okay. But there are 2 better royale games on the short list. Like I said, that's why I didn't star it. But we're gonna leave it for now. All right. So we're not gonna even
Go ahead, cut Dragon Ball.
Gave up so easily.
Let's do it.
I almost feel bad
I just
now.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
you
fine.
can play as Yamcha.
Okay, great. That's amazing.
You can play as freaking Ultra Instinct Goku. It's so good. Kefla.
Orphan, if you want me to write Fallout 4 and then immediately cut Fallout 4, we can do that. We did that for Andy before. But the opposite. But I can tell you right now, Fallout 4 is not making this list.
He's not going to let it on the list. I love Fallout 4.
It's not going to be on the list. It's just not. And I didn't even tell Justin not to put it on this short list, by the way. I expected it to be on here.
I know.
So
when you podcast and play games with somebody for 6 years, you kind of know what's a non-starter and what's not. Like, I have other battles to fight.
Okay, let's start cutting some stuff. Uncharted 4. I think we can cut it.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye, Uncharted 4. The 26th, the best game of the generation. We're at like 41 left, but we have 9 locked in. So really there's 32 for what is that? 14 slots. Okay. I think we can cut Stardew Valley.
I haven't played Stardew Valley, so this is all you.
I've played it, but again, a game that there's only 2 people on this podcast. If one of us hasn't played a game, and that other person isn't like, oh my god, this changed my life, or it's the best of these type of games I've ever played, we can cut it. Grun, both Justin and I really love Hitman, so that's going to be
really good.
Really good. That's going to be very close to top 25. I don't know if it's going to be on top 25, but I don't know.
It's our best games.
Our best games. Of course, we can't subjectively name the best games of the generation, Nick. Like, if you want me to just look at the highest, all the top scores of all the games, I'll just list them. But that's not how it works.
Kelsey, stay.
Kelsey, please stay.
Don't leave. Don't leave us.
Don't leave us, Kelsey. We love you. Please don't leave. Celeste, I'm leaving on for now. I love Celeste. I absolutely freaking adore. So we're leaving up Celeste for now. Okay. So, let's see.
Cut. Ready?
Yeah?
Cut PUBG.
No, I'm not cutting PUBG yet, Justin. Not happening.
There are 2 better Battle Royale games on this list.
Yeah, but there's better versions of a lot of the games on this list, Justin. All right? Are you going to say that we have to cut Odyssey because Witcher 3 is better, or vice versa?
You know how I feel about PUBG. So, okay, hang on. Is Wolfenstein going to make this list?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. If this list was greatest moments in the last 5 or 6 years, Wolfenstein might take the first 6 out of the top 10.
Yes, I agree with that. But let's not forget how shitty it was to navigate those levels. Like, you know, there was some bad stuff about that game too. Um,
I mean, your head gets cut off and they put it back on.
They do.
It's pretty good.
Wolfenstein's gone. Man, we're cooking through a lot more than I expected, Justin. I gotta tell you.
I'm playing nice for a reason.
I'm proud of us. Oh, you're playing nice. Okay.
I can't believe we forgot Remnant.
I know, me too.
I just did it.
Yeah. To be clear, anything left on this list that we're cutting now is a favorite of Justin and I. So there is no like
These
this
are
is
no,
a bad
like,
game.
we're not.
Yeah. This is like, man, this is a great game, but is it great enough just to be on this list that we have to agree on together?
Probably most of these games have been top 10 games of the year, if not top 5 in most of the years we've been doing this.
Absolutely. Agreed.
All right, hang on. I want to start looking at games that are somewhat similar.
Okay, but I don't think we have to necessarily do that. Like, I don't think we have to subject the list to like, because because if there's 3 open world games on here and we like those 3 open world games more than we like any other games, then they belong.
True.
You know, I understand. I'm totally on the whole like not 2 of the same, you know, franchise, but I don't want to do it that way. Okay, Hugh. Yes.
Cut Smash.
Okay. I mean, I love Smash Brothers. I'm glad you said that. Okay.
We have not said one word about Into the Breach.
We have not, because I know you hate it, Justin. And I was just trying to keep it on here as long as possible until you brought it up.
I was thinking about bringing it up 35 picks ago, but I know you loved it, so I let it go for a bit.
Into the Breach is a really fantastic game. Probably one of my favorite strategies.
It's very good. It's very good. One
of my favorite strategy games of all time. I love how they sort of like, you know, we play XCOM and it's like, oh, I hope this percentage works out and hit the shot. But in Into the Breach, it was like a puzzle game. It was like, okay, you know, this shot's gonna hit this and do this much damage, and this person's gonna move here and do this much damage, and you could really like, it was just about like using your head to like come up with the best set of moves. And I loved that because I love puzzle games so much. So that was the reason why I loved it so much. But I know Justin doesn't have any feelings about it at all. If like there's negative feelings about it. So
there's not negative feelings. It's just it's not my type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Right. So it's not your type of thing. There's only 2 of us, like I said, so we can get rid of it. There's other fights I would like to have more than Into the Breach. I was just waiting for you to mention it, Justin. So, I mean, here, if we want to have the whole Battle Royale conversation right now, and figure out what we want to do, I can tell you this. I would still take PUBG over Warzone. Like, I just would. Like, when we're not...
Go ahead.
But when we played it, like, this year, I had as much fun as I had when we were playing it 2 years ago or 3 years. You know, I still think like the difficulty level and the amount of care you have to take and the precision you have to take, I just really love that. You know what I mean? And don't worry, I think that this COD is great, right? And I like Warzone quite a bit. I think it's a really fun mode. But I think there are things that are better about it, but I also think there are things that are worse about it, and things I would take what PUBG did over that stuff any day of the week, you know? So, and again, the other thing is like, the tough thing about here is that like Modern Warfare is not just a battle royale game, right? So I'm not even saying it has to be COD or it has to be PUBG, you know, that's not what I'm saying. But if we're talking about it in that way, which are these 3 games kind of grouped together, I would like Apex Legends is my favorite battle royale. I'll take Apex Legends over all the stuff that's already locked in. I'm not worried about that. But that's why I don't want to cut PUBG, because I think that not only did it start it out basically, I think still it offers something that none of the other ones offer. And that's the reason why. And plus, like, this isn't just about like how good is it to play. I mentioned playing it this year. It's not just about how it was to play this year. This is about what we played over this generation and what it meant to us and where it sits sort of like in our hierarchy of games they played. And I played PUBG for 300 hours, you know, and it got me into playing PC games, you know, PC shooters. It got me into this battle royale genre, you know, it it afforded me so much, enjoyment, and like the wins in PUBG always felt like miracles, and
Miracle. Yeah.
and I loved that,
But we don't have to get rid of it yet.
That's why I don't want to cut it yet. That's really what it is for me. The betrayal. Oh, the betrayal. Yes, the betrayal. Getting betrayed by Megs, getting betrayed by Hugh, getting betrayed by everyone is always my favorite stuff. So here we go. All right, let's look at the list because we're in a really tough spot now.
It's working. Megs is working.
Megs is working. Yeah, we're in a really tough spot now. So Justin, what do you throw up a game? I don't care if it's your game or my game. Let's just find a hard cut and talk about it and see if we want to see how we feel about it, because I think that's the point we're at right now. I know, Hugh, you never killed me. I know. But the one time you did shoot me, it did make for a very funny video.
It did. Molotov moment. Yeah, I know. Talk to me about her story.
So, and again, I have a feeling that I'm going to be fighting a battle for a group of games here that I want on the list, and I don't think that any of them will probably, or all of them will make it. But her story to me is this sort of amazing thing where it took this amazing performance by this woman and gave you this interface to work with, and you had to put together a mystery of what happened to this woman and what she did and why she did it, or if she did it, all out of order, and you could find things out of order, but you had to put together stuff. I was taking notes on paper, and it was just this sort of amazing experience putting together this mystery. And I think it's like, I love mystery games. I love games where you have to solve a mystery. So it fits right into my wheelhouse. There's a game obviously we already locked in that is like the Uber version of this, right? But it much like Obra Dinn, right? It sort of scratched that same itch, which was this idea of having to put together disparate clues to try to figure out something that happened. And I just absolutely went like crazy for it. It was really just a very special game to me when it came out that year. And I love mysteries, but I also love performances, and I love story in games. And it just did so much with all of that in a format that I obviously really love as well, which is like a full motion video thing, which was like, it was like one of the first like comebacks for that genre, and like with really good production values and really interesting ideas compared to what it used to be. So that's what it is for me. I mean, look, I understand like let's just be clear. Her story, Life is Strange, and to some extent Firewatch. I mean, I know you liked Firewatch, Justin.
Love Firewatch.
So really, I guess, so then more as Life is Strange and Her Story are two games that I know that I have a tremendous affection for, that I think are just two wonderful games that I think did things and went to places that other games were not going at the time, and some games still haven't gone. In many ways, the games haven't gone in many ways. And I think that like Life is Strange, I think took sort of like, the sort of be like, oh, it's like a Telltale game, but set in high school or whatever. But it took that to such a different place, and I think elevated a lot of what when Telltale got stale, it like took it to another place. And
yeah.
And also I just think the story and the characters in that game are just incredibly special. So like I want one of those games to be in the top 25. That's kind of the way I'm feeling.
I will not fight you on Life is Strange.
Okay. So I will cut Her Story. I said my piece about it. People should play Her Story. It's on everything. I mean, it's on like phones, it's on computer. It's super cheap. You should play it. If it's not free at this point, you should play it. It's amazing. But we can cut it. So,
what are we at now?
We're at 36 total games. Orphan, as you stick around, you see us do more of these things. There's gonna be a lot of like, well, you did a really good job talking about it. Now let's just cut it off the list because it's had its day in the sun. That's kind of a thing that happens a lot with us.
All right, here I'll offer up one.
Okay.
Which one do I want to offer?
Let me scroll down.
Scroll down. Scroll down. I'm gonna get borked for this.
Oh God, what are you gonna do, Justin? Yeah, you gotta pick something that's hard for you to cut. Because that was hard for me to cut that game.
All right. Tough. There's a lot of really good ones on here.
Yeah.
Um.
Bruin says discussion, Tetris Effect.
Yeah, I know. Can we? I mean, we could talk about Tetris Effect. The soundtrack just came out this week, and I've been listening to it, being like, Jesus Christ, this was an amazing soundtrack.
It's a neat ass Tetris game.
It's a really good Tetris game. It's the best Tetris game. I think it's the best.
Tetris DS.
I think it's
really great.
Yeah, maybe Tetris Effect goes here.
Okay.
If Tetris Effect made it, it was going to make it at the very end of the list.
Yeah. It's no Puyo. Oh, Puyo Puyo Tetris is also great. Not
Puyo Puyo Tetris is fantastic.
We didn't put that on this list. It should. You can't sleep on Puyo Puyo Tetris.
But it was a PS3 game.
I played it on PS4.
It was on PS4, but it came out during PS3's era.
No, it came out during PS4.
Was it?
Sure. It just didn't come out here. It came out in Japan.
I know. I imported it.
Yeah, I know. I imported it too. As soon as it came out.
What game did you add that you literally forgot? How is it top 25 and you forgot it? It was our game of the year last year.
Yeah, it just
when you're making a list of 100 games, sometimes like a dumb one will slip through the cracks. I just literally updated it 20 minutes before the podcast went live because we're playing it tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Cut Tetris.
I did cut it.
Okay. How do we feel about...
We need to get rid of 10 more games.
Celeste.
God, you're really just trying to murder Kelsey. All our games are going to be gone now.
I love Celeste. No, she still has a game on here.
Oh, no, we haven't talked about Inside yet, Hugh, but that's because we just haven't talked, because it's been sort of like, it's been safe. We won't really talk about it until it's on the chopping block. That's really why we haven't talked about it. There are some other games we haven't talked about either that just have been safe.
But how
Kelsey,
can it be top 25?
It's one of our favorite games.
It was a simple oversight.
Kelsey, we went through 600 games today. I'm surprised we didn't forget a bunch of games from this year because I didn't even look at this year when I was putting together the list. Okay. We need to get rid of 10 games.
I love we cut Tetris, but now we're coming down to it. I don't know, like it's like picking which one of your kids you like better.
I know.
Celeste is maybe the best platformer I played in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh no, not again. I'm frozen. Okay, I'm unfrozen again.
You're okay. I can still hear you. Let's talk about.
I'm back.
Let's talk about this. Red Dead Redemption 2. I just want to talk about it.
It's a really good game.
Look, it's not for me, and I would never say it's not a good game because it's not for me. Look, the games are just not for me.
If it was the top 10 list, I could agree with you. I could agree that it's not one of the best 10 games of last year or whatever. But I like it for the generation. I have to have it on this the top 25.
Okay. All right. I wanted to see how strongly you felt about it. I also don't want a repeat of our terrible Grand Theft Auto 5.
No, that's why I purposely left that was why I purposely said no to remakes or no remasters. I'm sorry.
Man.
All right. How about does Mario Maker make this list? Is it a game of the generation?
I don't. So, like for me, Mario Maker 1 was more of a wow game for me just because of when it came out and the sort of community around it and stuff like that. It wasn't just Mario Maker 2 for me. I loved playing it. Don't get me wrong, I really like it, but it just did not have the legs and did not have the the staying power and the draw for me to keep playing it. That's my problem with it. But I know how much you love it, Justin, so I do not want to cut off the list just, because of that.
Mario Odyssey's locked in, Hugh.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey is locked in right now.
Cut Mario Maker.
Why? I don't expect that.
That's a game that's my my her story is cutting up Mario Maker.
Look, I mean, they're talking about Tetris, and I love freaking Tetris, man. Tetris is like one of my favorite games of all time.
Tetris Effect is so good. Please go listen to that soundtrack. It's unbelievable.
Just Tetris in general is great. I'm just saying Tetris in general. I love Tetris a ton.
You've never played or seen gameplay of Tetris. What?
Wow, that's crazy, man. I don't know how that was ever possible.
Tetris
Effect soundtrack is great. Yes, it is great.
Anyway,
okay, so
here,
Hugh cut near.
Bad music. What's at the bottom of this list? What's the bottom game?
Remnant right now. Dead Cells.
Remnant.
Dead Cells. Firewatch. Super hot.
Life is Strange. Hitman. Horizon. I think Celeste gotta go.
See, I would cut, like, this is the thing for me. Like, again, now we're getting down to it. So now this is all just like, hey, I'm just gonna say my piece, and that in 10 cents will get me nothing. But like, I would cut, and again, some of these games aren't for me. I'm just saying what I would cut. Okay, I would cut Horizon Zero Dawn before I would cut Celeste. I would cut. We talked about Red Dead already. I'm not gonna say it again. Like, I would cut Witcher 3 before that. I mean, I would cut Cuphead before it, but I know that's not going to happen.
No, I can't cut Cuphead.
I know. That's why I haven't brought it up.
They're like me telling you to cut Doom.
Yeah, I know, but like
Kelsey, I have a bad memory, so let it go. Let it go, my friends. Remnant was our game of the year last year.
I love that the people who used to be on this podcast are like desperately like typing as if they're still like they're on the show and they're talking to us. Like, I can hear the tone in Kelsey's voice right now. I can hear the tone in Kelsey's voice right now as she types. Man, we have to get rid of 9 games.
We haven't talked about Edith Finch.
Yeah, I know, and I've been looking at that one over and over again. Like, I just love it so much. Like, and again, the tough thing for me is like, I like Firewatch more. Again, we talked about not cutting games because they're similar, right? And it goes for these games just as much as it goes for anything else, right? Well, maybe that if you call me a communist, I'm fine with that. Or I think we would cut Splinter 3 as a communist. What Remains of Edith Finch? Just such a powerful examination of grief and loss, and done in like, which is, I think, above some of the other games in mechanically interesting ways, right? They change up the mechanics.
I don't disagree. I don't. Yeah. I mean, that game made me upset playing it because of its subject matter.
Yeah.
But it's a very good game. This is an insane list.
I know. Like, for me, I would cut Control before I would cut What Remains of Edith Finch. You know what I mean? Or before probably Celeste, you know? But I have my problems with Control. Grun, just stop.
Grun, let's talk.
Let's talk about the best open world game of the generation.
Definitely. No.
It's Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Really not.
The best controlling Well,
Do
it's
we want
interesting.
super hot? Do we want super hot on this list?
I mean, I think Superhot is amazing.
I think
Like,
super hot's really good.
like
Is it like
not just because,
aside from saying super hot? How much have we thought about super hot in the last couple of years?
dude. You act like I sit here and I think about any of the games I loved like in deep ways just on random days. Like that's
You
not
don't?
no, that's not how it happens. Like yeah, like some of these games we still
No,
play.
I agree. No,
You know?
I get what you're saying. Celeste and Life
Um,
is Strange. Kelsey makes a good point here. Celeste and Life is Strange need to stay because they're the best of their genre.
I don't disagree with you on that at all, but like we're not slaving certain. I mean, again, both those games I want to be in the top 25, but just to, to like sort of elucidate our sort of like strategy and our sort of like thinking about this, like there isn't a slot for action game, a slot for platformer, a slot for story game. We're not doing it that way. So yeah, I mean, if we feel like it's one of the top 25 games, absolutely. But it doesn't get on there sort of like as a representation of one of those categories.
We haven't talked about Cuphead.
Yeah. Justin should talk about Cuphead because Justin adores Cuphead. I like Cuphead. I'm not like insane. I'm not crazy about it.
I'll say, but the one thing about Cuphead is, aside from having just really tight, difficult gameplay, it's there. I don't think there's been a video game released that looks like Cuphead. Its
Right.
style was something that knocked you over from the moment you saw it in a small Xbox trailer 6 years ago until it came out. And it's also a walking contradiction of itself because you see the way that it looks and you think, oh wow, this looks like this really cute, awesome game. And then you're like, oh no, this is like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Like this thing is brutal, and beating those bosses felt like I climbed a mountain every time. Like it's looks wise, it makes it. Gameplay wise, it makes it for me, and just like the overall package, everything together, that game aces every mark.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cuphead is fantastic. I will say for Celeste, and to sort of like put my we said like I don't want to cut it, but we haven't really talked about it very much. I think that Justin, you mentioned it might be the best platform you played of this generation. I think it does something that those other platformers don't do, which is to incorporate like a really affecting story and character arc within it, and say something about. And we haven't talked about Night in the Woods either, which we locked in already. Managed to say something about like anxiety and mental illness that other games don't even try to do. So I that's why I think it's to stay.
Lock Celeste.
Wow. Okay. We're locking Celeste. Okay. Okay. We still need to cut 9 games. So let's listen around through the list and just read through the list, Justin, and see if we're feeling anything, okay?
Sure.
Do you think Death Stranding makes the top 25? Do we really think it makes the top 25?
On this, Kelsey, we just locked it.
All right, guys, we locked it. I don't know how far the chat is behind, but we locked it.
I don't know if Death Stranding makes it.
I don't think it makes it either. Honestly.
Do we cut Death Stranding right now?
We're gonna cut Death Stranding right now. We gotta cut stuff. I absolutely adore Death Stranding. I wish I could go back to the time before I played Death Stranding and play it again without knowing what was there. I think it's obviously a divisive game. And obviously, you can say for me, oh, he loves Kojima, so obviously he loves it, but Justin has no affection for Kojima at all, and he really enjoyed it. So it's messy. It does stuff that it's not great at points, and I think, it gets it sort of goes too long at the end without having gameplay, what you could say about a lot of his games. But I think it's a wonderful game, and I think that it does, again, like all the stuff we're talking about, does things that other games just don't do. Like the monotony, I'll say in quotes, like, because it ends up feeling monotonous when you're doing it, of these delivering packages, and it's being incredibly satisfying, incredibly therapeutic, and I think you feel like a badass because you were able to deliver packages, and it's just puts you in a very interesting mind space.
Does
So
Inside make this list?
I think so, man. Like I had to fight with tooth and nail to get Inside on the top 10 that year that we did that talking games list, and like um and I was like flabbergasted I had to fight so hard for it, but like it's just such a tightly made, um incredibly atmospheric, uh awesome game. Like I don't know, like it's just like I love their style of game. I loved Limbo, and I also love Inside, right? And I think that like it has one of the best moments of the last generation for sure, you know.
Yeah.
100%. And I think it's just so evocative, and nobody makes games the way they make them. That the play that makes them. They try, but they just don't. And I think that it absolutely belongs on the
All right.
list.
We have not spoke about. I'm assuming you want Resi 2 on this.
Yes, I definitely do. 100% do. Want Resi 2 on this. Tell me why Spider-Man makes the list. Just convince me. I mean, I love Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. Just convince me.
I think like it's the whole genre thing, right? Like a lot of Spider-Man games get it wrong. Like there hasn't been one of like a great one since Spider-Man 2 on the Xbox or PlayStation 2. And it just nails so many good things. Like the swinging feels great. That's hard, like apparently very difficult to do. It told an actual, I'll say, affecting story. You know, the ending of that game.
Yeah.
Like they do things with the characters. Like they take liberties with some of the characters, right?
Yes.
And they they do all the small things, right? Like the Easter eggs. You want to go get the collectibles because they give you more information about Spider-Man. Getting the suits is fun. Like all the Marvel history that they throw in there that you're like, oh wow, I'm on Avengers Tower. Like, what are the Avengers like in this universe? And like it looks great, it plays great. Like it's just one of those games where it checks off so many of the boxes that I can't think of a single reason why it wouldn't make this list.
I mean, and look, I'm going to sound very dismissive of a game that I really like. What about the fact that like the structure of the game is an open world game from 10 years ago? You know, the side activities are not interesting. They are not like, yeah, it's fun to swing around, and yeah, you don't mind doing them because it's fun to swing around, but swinging through gas clouds like is not like inventive gameplay. It's not like it's not an interestingly designed side mission. You know, waiting for random crimes to pop up is not like an interesting thing. Like you know, that's the part of the game for me that it falls apart on, is the fact that I don't think any of the side stuff, save like some of the photo stuff, I think is kind of cool. And there are like one or two missions which I think are relatively interesting. I think that like, I think 80% of the side stuff you do is just sort of there.
But you could ignore the side stuff altogether and wrap that story up in however long it takes, and you wouldn't be any worse from the wear.
Right, but you can't say that's not part of the game, though.
Yeah, it's part of the game. But if we're gonna boil things down, to,
we're talking about the top 25 games, so I'm trying to that's my hesitation on the game. Is that aspect.
On Inside, I could say it's a left to right platformer with slight puzzles that's atmospheric, if I want to boil it down to its finest points.
Right, but we're not Inside. If you don't enjoy the core gameplay of Inside, I totally get it. Like that's like, you know, that's not what I'm saying. But Spider-Man has a structure, I think, that like I just don't think is wonderful. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the part. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
that
not, like in a giant open world game, not everything about these games is going to be a banger. Like a couple of the side quests in Red Dead are like, okay, like this was a small side quest that I probably didn't have to do.
If you want to cut Red Dead, my friend, I'm all for it. But what I'm saying, I'm
not saying that Spider-Man has to be the number one game of the generation, but
I know.
You nearly have the platinum in the game. So
Cody said you got live breakers.
for all of your points that you make about it, it didn't bother you enough to nearly get the platinum.
Again, we said before, I'm not saying this game is bad. That is not what I'm saying. I really loved Spider-Man. This is not what I'm not trying to say it's a bad game. But like, if I'm looking at the like some of the other games on this list, like that's a strike against it for me. You know, that's all I'm saying. That's the strike against it. I'm not saying we cut it, but I'm just saying that's a strike against it for me. But we are gonna have to cut 8 more games. You know? So we have to do it. We have to cut games we love. It's just gonna be that way. You know, it's just gonna be that way. So like, let's talk about this. Let's talk about Nier. We haven't talked about Nier.
Nier is like just it.
He's been telling us to cut it for 3 hours. What do we think?
I stacked on this list. There are so many good things about Nier that are unlike a lot of the other games on this list.
Agreed.
There's really nothing else like it. I would rather cut Control than Nier.
I would cut Control before Nier as well, to be honest.
All right, then let's cut Control.
Hey. That was fast. Let's see.
Well, you do this like tricky left-right punch where you put me on my back heels about a game that I feel like is an easy lock into the 25, and then it's like, all right, now you go after another one of my games, and it's like, all right, I'll give up a game that I know is
that was not my intention.
On the chopping block anyway.
I'm just trying to keep the conversation going. That's all I was trying to do. Why don't you throw one up? 7 games.
7 games. What about? Let's talk about. There's like a couple of games in here we haven't talked about.
Okay.
So let's talk about Modern Warfare.
Okay.
Let's talk like Modern Warfare, Doom, Destiny.
I'm all about having this conversation.
Titanfall.
All about having this conversation. Cut Nier. Me and Hugh already let you win once. Okay, guys. Of the games you mentioned, Justin, and I know this is gonna sound crazy because of how much we've been playing it, I would cut Modern Warfare.
Problem is, if we cut Modern Warfare, you're gonna try and sneak PUBG onto this list. Because you're like, we only have one battle royale.
There is no sneaking. You know how I feel about PUBG. There's no way I could sneak PUBG onto anything. Let's be fair. Let's be fair about that. I just think, like, look, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a great Call of Duty game. Absolutely. It's a great first-person shooter. It's a great multiplayer game. 100%. But as he was saying right now, I don't think it should stay over Titanfall 2. Because I think Titanfall 2
you're right.
does amazing things, right? With both its campaign and its multiplayer.
Do we think that Call of Duty's Modern Warfare is the best Call of Duty game of the generation? I think it might be the best Call of Duty game ever.
I don't think it's the best Call of Duty game ever. It's probably the best.
Do you think it was above it?
Probably Modern Warfare 2, the original Modern Warfare 2. I also love the original Black Ops. I love both those games a lot.
Black Ops is good.
I think it's probably the best Call of Duty of the generation, yes. But you're also talking to somebody who, like, I like Call of Duty, you know. But like, me saying like it's not like it's the best Call of Duty is not me going, oh, so it must be a top 25 game. You know what I mean? Like, like I like it more than I like Black Ops 4, but not like a huge amount more than I like Black Ops 4. You know what I mean? Like, I just think I think we also have a group of people who are playing it a lot more, you know. Then we had like, you know, me. It's not just me, you, and Andy like fighting to find a 4th person to play Black Ops with us.
I mean, I think it's fantastic, and I would probably have it in the 20s, but I'm fine letting it go. I think Titanfall has to make this list.
No,
I feel very strongly about that.
I think Titanfall's going to make the list. I agree with you. Modern Warfare 2. Actually, Bobby's right. Thank you, Kelsey. That's not what I expected to hear from you, but I appreciate that. Destiny and Doom. Right? We want to talk about those as well, right?
I think Destiny has to get on this list.
Dude, I know Destiny's gonna make the list. Okay, we all know Destiny's gonna make the list. Okay, we all know it.
so difficult dealing with you and your sarcasm.
You picked, I don't know, picked Destiny 1. It was a bad video game for a year, and then a very good video game after that.
It was a good video game.
It was
for
a good
the
video
first
game.
year,
I know. I'm just joking.
and
I'm
then
joking.
it became an excellent video game.
It was a good video game. It became an excellent video game. Yes, absolutely. I'm just joking. I mean, and I think Doom 2016 is probably like it's probably my favorite pure action shooter campaign of the last generation. Like, I think I like Titanfall 2 campaign more just because of the stuff it does. You know, like I like the time travel stuff. I like it's almost like Nintendo like focus on every level being like a discrete mechanic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it never was like, hey, here's just, you're doing the same thing again. It was always like, here's something new that's crazy. You know what I mean? And so for that, I think Titanfall 2 takes it in that sense. But just like pure action, I think Doom takes it, and it's really wonderful game. Look, but all these games are wonderful. And there are honestly games on here that I would rather have on here than Doom. So I can cut Doom.
Whoa. Stop the presses. All right, let's do it.
Grun, I agree with you. It is the best Doom, period. And now I'm cutting it.
Passion speech, goodbye. How many games do we have to cut? Me every best game tier list, because I never count. I don't count either. I leave all that up to Bobby. Where are we at?
We're at 30. We need 5 more games off this list.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Really hard. Really, really hard, man.
Oh, man. I'm going to do something I'm going to regret.
Oh, no. Okay, I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say anything now. I didn't hear what you were going to say.
You were going to go after Odyssey.
No. I wasn't actually. Nope.
Where were you going to go after then?
I'm not. You have to say what you're going to say now.
No, I want you to say it.
No.
Scroll to the bottom.
I want to hear what you're going to say.
Scroll to the bottom.
I'm at the bottom.
Wait, you're at Celeste is the bottom of the list?
No, where? I don't know what you're looking at.
I'm sorry. I wanted to see the bottom of the list.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom of the list. I'm at Remnant right now.
Now you are. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking at the actual stream. Okay,
I'm looking at the actual stream. Sorry.
I get you now. No, it's okay.
Man, I don't want to cut Dead Cells. Fuck. I mean, I know how original Super Hot is, but I can't cut certain games over that. Like, I can't cut Dead Cells for Super Hot. It's against my religion. Look it up in the Bible.
But I mean, why? It doesn't have to be Dead Cells versus Super Hot, Justin.
What do you want to cut?
We could cut. I will. Here's what I'll say. I'll cut Super Hot if you cut Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying, look at the list, dude. Like,
I know. I think
look at the list.
This decision is going to come down to Odyssey and Horizon.
And which one of those do you feel more strongly about? Because here, do not cut Horizon Zero Dawn. Because here's the deal. I'll lay my cards on the table for you, right? Like, I don't care really about Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't care about them at all. You know, I care the most about The Witcher. I played some of The Witcher and really liked what I played, but not enough to bring in on all this stuff. I know that you loved it. I know that Andy loved it. And most people love it. So there's that. I just don't care about those games. Just because they didn't.
That's because it's not an open world game made by Kojima.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not criticizing the games.
I'm just teasing you.
I am just saying that I don't have dogs in those fights. Is what I mean by those things.
Look at these choices he makes me do.
I'm not saying you have to cut any of those. I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting my cards and just saying this is how I feel, right? And I'm sure there are games that I still have on here that you're ambivalent about as well. So
Yes, there is.
of course there are, you know, of course there are. You know, I know you're ambivalent about what Remains of Edith Finch. I know that. Like Resident Evil 2, I know that. Inside, I know. You know, I know. I've talked to you about all these games at length over the years. I know, right? So I totally understand. I'm just trying to get us to a list that we can both sort of be happy with, right? So I'm offering up to cut a game that I love. He was really campaigning on you, by the way, and so is Grun.
Oh, Assassin's Creed is so good.
I don't know if you're gonna feel the pressure or not. I'm just telling you.
Oh wow, I got the agree from Kelsey to cut Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Jesus. If Andy's still in here, he's just like screaming.
No, I think his most important game is still on the list.
Yeah, I think so too.
COD Odyssey.
This was not the. This was. I want to say. I just want to be very clear. This was not the result that I was angling for.
AC is not too bloated for its own good.
Oh, Hugh, after getting what he wants, goes for the jugular.
It's a very big game with lots of stuff for you to do if you want to.
Okay. I will cut Super Hot, Justin. Because I'm a man of my word.
Super Hot's such a good game.
Such a great game. It's a great game.
I can't wait to play that in VR.
Great game. It is really great in VR as well.
I'm very close to going after Hitman.
Hitman?
Well, I want to go after Firewatch and keep Hitman, but you're not going to let me.
Firewatch is so good. Oh my God.
Firewatch is really good. You know what's way better than? Edith Finch.
Hey, geez, see how I approach this? I was very calm. You have to yell at me. I know we're both sweating and it's 700 degrees in either of our respective rooms.
700 degrees in this room.
It's me too.
For some reason, I chose to wear 2 shirts.
We're podcasting, so I turned off my air conditioner. AC is not bloated and Odyssey was very good, but not top 25. How
many games do we have to cut now?
3. We're down to 3 games we have to cut.
Firewatch is very good. It's super good. I love Firewatch. I love Firewatch way, way more than I love Edith Finch.
Understood. I understand that. I will cut Edith Finch. It is gone.
That game made it way further than I thought it was going to.
Not me. I thought I was going to make it.
I always forget how much you like that game.
I love that game, man. That game is like, it would be on my top 25 most likely. Okay.
All right.
He was still fighting, still fighting about AC right now. you got what you wanted.
What the fuck is going on? Let it go. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow from a text from Hugh being like, you know what really sucked? AC Odyssey. You got your way. Not even on this podcast right now. You're just in the chat.
Hey, Grun says AC is bloated. I should know. I have the platinum for it.
Okay, well, Grun would know.
Yeah. So now we're stuck. We really are stuck with a couple things. We got some Bobby games on here, and we got some Justin games on here, in addition to the games that we share, right? Like, you know, we've got Witcher and versus MGS for sure. I know that's definitely like a thing, right? And actually that's like, and Resident Evil 2 kind of versus Spider-Man, I guess, or whatever. But I love Spider-Man, so I shouldn't say that. We got to cut 2 games, Justin.
So we have 27 games listed.
27 games listed.
Can we? It's probably difficult to move all the ones down.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Okay, no worries.
I can. You want me to near? Well, let's say we're Titanfall's making it. We've decided that, right? Titanfall's
Yes,
making
Titanfall's making it. Hugh, I love you. I'm just joking with you, my darling.
it. Here, I can try to do this really quick, Justin.
Titanfall's
No.
making it.
I can try to move him down really quick. Just hold on a second.
No. It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
I'm doing it right now, Justin. It's too late. I'm doing it. I know you're behind.
Bobby's doing it.
As you're watching it on the stream, but I'm doing it.
Gives me time to formulate a strategy.
Yes, think as I do this. You says lovers can fight, Justin. It's okay.
We're gonna get to the 25 and then cut it. Like stop for today, right? We'll pick it up next time.
Is that what you want to do?
You don't want to start ordering this list, do you?
I think the ordering will not be that long, to be totally honest with you, Justin.
I think I think we're in it. We're in for it once we get to 12.
Okay. There we go. Wait a second. Oh, we walked a night in the woods. Sorry, I forgot one. Oh, you also said you weren't going to fight me on Life is Strange, so Life is Strange is locked in.
I lied.
No, you're not. I cut a game for you, Justin. We had a gentleman's agreement.
You're a champion. Are you streaming tomorrow, Hugh? Wait, what's tomorrow? It's Friday. You should be streaming tomorrow, right?
Okay, here we go, Justin. These 14 games on top are the ones, here we go, that starts with Inside, Spider-Man, Resident Evil 2, Destiny, Nier, MGS5, The Witcher 3, PUBG, Cuphead, Red Dead Redemption 2, Hitman, Horizon Zero Dawn, Firewatch, Dead Cells. What do we think?
I don't know.
Got 2 games.
I would.
Damn this list. I know, Grun. I know. We should have done 50.
50 would have been
so easy to do 50. So easy to do 50.
Man, if you ever want to see how an amazing thing, we somehow navigated 2017's list, which I showed Bobby today. 2017's list was insane.
Oh, insane. It was insane. That was the best year I think I've ever experienced.
I wouldn't make it for Hugh. Somebody time Hugh out. I feel really strongly about. Here's the games I feel really strongly about. All of them.
Go.
No.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna hurt, Mike. I know a game we forgot.
Would it be a top 25 game?
No, but
okay.
This is the problem when you're writing up a list in one afternoon. We forgot Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire is a great game.
Wouldn't have made top 25.
We also didn't put on. We put in a bunch of games from late last year.
You know what? Because I was so concerned about missing games earlier in the generation, I actually forgot about games that were less than a year old.
Yeah, I know.
You're not going to cut the Phantom Pain. You're just not going to do it.
Look, Justin, if I will cut a favorite if you cut a favorite. We put our hands together, we jump off the cliff. Okay?
How many times have we done that over the years?
That's how these things go at this point. Like, looking at this list, here's what I'll say. For me, the games you already know that I would cut Horizon. I don't say that again. But I'll just name the games that of yours, quote unquote, that I would see go. You know, and you can tell me the games of mine you would see go, and then we'll figure it out. How about that? We'll try that strategy. Horizon. Let's see. Horizon and Red Dead Redemption 2 are the 2 games. Pick 2 games. I'm picking those 2 games. Those are 2 games I could gone, and I would not miss them.
I would pick PUBG and the Phantom Pain.
Okay. Between Red Dead Redemption 2 and Horizon Zero Dawn, what would you be willing to give up, Justin?
Pick which child that you prefer.
This is what we're doing.
To throw the life vest on, and the other one to stay.
Or tell me why you think Hitman should be gone, or whatever.
Fuck.
What are the two you would cut? Tell me the two you would cut. Forget about this. Just tell me the two you would cut.
I said PUBG and Phantom Pain.
Those are the two you would cut.
I would here's why I would cut PUBG. Cute, you're not gonna. I would cut PUBG because there are games on this list that we had a great time with earlier in the generation that we look back at now and be like, that was really good at the time, but there are other games on here that I like better now. That's how I feel about PUBG. I think PUBG opened the door for a lot of, like, it gave us a lot of amazing experiences. But when I go back and play PUBG now, I can't get over how bad it feels.
But Justin, you were always like that.
Yeah, I was. Granted, I was always like that. But here's the thing: is the moments, the moments in the game that we had made up for the fact everything else about it I didn't like, the craziness. But I could experience that craziness now in other games that play way better.
I still don't think any of them recreate exactly what PUBG did. I just really don't. And I'm not saying that
PUBG. I think PUBG creates a lot of moments because it's basically held together with duct tape and glue. So a lot of the craziness is, wow, we had this hysterical moment where we were driving and instantly blew up because the game's physics are bad.
That's not even what I'm talking about, though. Like, I'm not just talking about like the crazy like mistakes that would happen. Like, I'm talking about the sheer size of the maps and the way that the matches developed. Like, I know that's something that you loved. I loved that. You know, that was one of my favorite things about the game. And I just don't think that any game has ever really recreated, and I think on purpose, because I don't think they're trying to. I think they're trying to do something else. But for me, like, that experience for me was just like it for me, you know? And also I will say that, like, Justin, yeah, like, again, we're only speaking from our experiences. Like, I played 130 hours on PC where I didn't have any of those problems. You know what I mean? So I'm coming from also a different perspective where I was playing a lot more, a different build of that game for a while, you know? But he says that the same logic applies to Destiny, though. What he says.
But I don't think the same logic does apply to Destiny, because Destiny's problem was a content problem, not a mechanics problem.
Right.
Destiny just ran out of things for you to do. If you go back and play Destiny right now, I guarantee you those guns feel real good.
Well, again, but that game never got stuff getting updated. But let's just say this, like, and I'm not fighting for Destiny 2 to get cut from the list. Destiny to get cut from the list. Sorry, but I think that, like, if you want to talk about just the full thing of it, like, do you really want to go back and play vanilla Destiny right now? Would you want to turn back the clock and play vanilla Destiny?
No, but it's not because I don't think that other experiences have surpassed it. It's just I've played all the content. That's like saying, do I want to go back and play The Witcher again? It's like, no, not because it's bad. It's just because I've been there. I've done that.
Cody says yes. Cody. But yeah, Cody, you also bought WoW Classic and played it. Oh, because I missed it. You don't want to play Destiny, vanilla Destiny.
I would also, because I can't see the full list. I would also cut Inside.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you can see the top of the list, Justin. Sorry.
I'm looking at my phone now, so I have the list in front of me.
Okay, yeah, I see you're clocked in on the Google Doc. What if we cut?
Ready? Here, I'm going to make life really easy for us.
How are you going to do that?
We're going to cut Inside, and we're going to cut Dead Cells.
Why? No, I don't want to cut Dead Cells.
I don't want to cut Dead Cells either. I didn't know you were going to fight for Dead Cells.
I'm not going to fight for it, but I like it way more than like some of their games on this list. You would rather have Horizon Zero Dawn than Dead Cells. You didn't even put it on your top 10. You didn't fight for the top 10 that year.
Because I put Assassin's Creed above it.
I know.
Oh, man.
Horizon Zero Dawn. Let me ask you a question, Justin. I'm going to ask you because I didn't play through a bunch of it. It's not my type of game, so I'm not going to criticize it. But is it more than just a really good open world game? Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, but
That's all I'm asking.
are any of these games like just a different version of like a really good X? Like,
No,
is Titanfall anything but a really good shooter?
but we talked about the stuff that it did that was like different than other shooters. I think it has to be different. I hate saying that word because I think it has to be different to be great. That's just not true, and I don't want to put that out there as a reason why. But there are things that Titanfall 2 does that I think elevated above other shooters.
I agree with chat that Horizon has a really good story.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay, fine. Let's talk about the other story games on this list. Okay? Like the story games. Then. Does it have a better story than Spider-Man?
Being constantly put on my heels here. It's very
I'm
bad.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, no, that's hard for me because I'm a comic book fan, but I'll say no. But I'll tell you what, it does have a better story than
What?
Resident Evil.
Okay, yeah, but come on, dude. Like Resident Evil 2 is not about the story. Let's be fair. Okay. That's not what I'm talking about. We're talking about people saying like, oh my god, like this is like the story what puts it above the rest. Is it a better story than The Witcher 3?
Hugh would pick Horizon over Spider-Man.
I understand. I'm very clear on where Hugh stands on Horizon Zero Dawn at this point.
I can't cut Spider-Man.
I'm not asking you to cut Spider-Man. This is not the question I'm asking. I'm not even asking you to cut Horizon right now. I'm just asking you.
It's hard, but you're like, is this story better than this story? It's like, I don't know. It's like, are apples better than oranges? Like, they're both stories.
I agree. Yes, but you can judge story versus story. You know? Like, the only reason I'm bringing this up because everybody, including yourself, is like, oh my god, the story's amazing. So I'm asking, is the story in this open world game better than the story in these other open world games that are like story focused or story first? You know? That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to put anybody on blast. I'm not trying to put any,
no. I know.
You know?
I'm looking down at the list. I'm just reading.
I know.
It. Tell me what's so good about the Phantom Pain.
I mean, I can talk for a long time about the Phantom Pain, which I've done on multiple occasions, but I'll say this. Thanks, Cody. You're always very helpful in chat. I always love when you tune in. I will say that I think mechanically, I think that it is a unbelievably tight mechanic game that lets you play it just about any way you possibly want to. You can play it loud and fast. You can play it quiet and low. It has just the wealth of mechanical stuff you can do. The mechanical playground you are presented is just above and beyond for me just about any other open world game. Other than another game that's already locked in on this list. Which I often think about them together in a lot of ways. And I think that it is great in the ways that the Kojima games that I loved before it are not. And I love it for completely different reasons than I love the other Metal Gear Solid games. And I love that about it. I think that like story-wise, I think that you can obviously tell he wasn't allowed to finish the game, which sucks, and there are holes for sure. But it has the ridiculousness I want. It has great battles that I really, really love. And it also has just like, it had so many moments for me when it was happening that just like are cemented in my mind as like some of my favorite moments ever playing games. You know, I will never get tired of sticking a balloon on some thing's back and sending it into the sky. Ever. And so that's why it's there for me, for sure. I constantly think about I constantly think about going back to that game all of the time. Like for a long time, it was that and Bloodborne were the two games I was like, I need to go back to these games, just play them more. Bloodborne was easier because I hadn't beaten it, obviously, but I just loved playing that game so much, and that's the reason why it's on here for me. You know, so that's what that for me. I like, dude, if you want to cut Dead Cells, but I think like you loved that game so much. You have such a
I do.
Like
I do.
From talking to you,
But
like
I love all of these games a lot.
I know, but I'm just saying I feel like you love Dead Cells more than a lot of these games. You know? Great job, Kelsey. I love the zinger. You know I love it.
Oh geez, Kelsey.
Okay, what? um
I think the choice for me comes down to if I'm going to cut one, it's
which of your games are you willing to cut?
It's going to be Horizon or Spider-Man.
Okay.
I can't cut Cuphead. I do feel super strong about Dead Cells. There's nothing like it on the list. I mean, yes, there's nothing else like. We don't have anything. I don't think we have any run-based games on the list. That's how good Dead Cells is. Nier, I think, is a special experience. Destiny 2. Cutting Spider.
I'm going to both make this maybe easier for you, but also put more pressure on you, Justin, because I'm going to cut PUBG.
So was Inside really that good?
Now I don't want to hear any of your consternations about, but I really kind of like this game. I just cut one of my favorite games of all time off of this list. That's Spider-Man. What I just did.
Cut Spider-Man.
He yelled at me. After he yelled at me, folks, about what I said about Spider-Man, we're cut after all of that.
It makes up for the time you yelled at Kelsey about PUBG.
Spider-Man's gone. We have our.
I don't feel good about this.
I cannot believe Horizon Zero Dawn is still on this list. Leave it. Thanks, you. Thanks a lot. I didn't know that. 2016, 2017 Kelsey is a winner tonight. All right, so this is our 25. Next time we will rank these 25. The 25 we have to rank are Inside, Resident Evil 2, Destiny. Sorry, I'm gonna watch the actual like OBS so I can see where. See, Inside, Resident Evil 2, Destiny, Nier Automata, MGS5, The Phantom Pain, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Cuphead, Red Dead Redemption 2, Hitman, Horizon Zero Dawn, Firewatch, Dead Cells, Life is Strange, Night in the Woods, Return of the Obra Dinn, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, Remnant from the Ashes, Celeste, Apex Legends, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, God of War, Bloodborne, and The Witness. Those are our 25 games. Those are our 25.
Sorry, Peter.
Oh, we did it, Justin. You got the 25 games.
Who says Horizon for PUBG?
Q!
I can't.
I agree with you, PUBG special game, and I don't think Horizon's a special game, but it's not just about me, it's about a collective list. So this is how these lists go. You know, you lose stuff you love, you don't lose other stuff you don't love.
Lost what I love.
That's the way it goes. We all lost some soldiers along the way in this list.
Many.
Many soldiers. That's gonna do it for the monthly reset for this month.
Almost did it again. You almost did it again.
I did. Now my excuse is I'm very tired. We've been podcasting for 2.5 hours. I did not expect us to be podcasting for this long.
Did we ever expect a podcast for this long?
I thought we were gonna whittle down the 150 to like 50, and then like, okay, we're good for today. Like that's how I thought it was gonna go. But Justin will talk about it. I think we'll maybe try to come back, before the month, and maybe come back and do the 25.
I agree.
Because we want to get this done, and I think we should do that. So we'll put, maybe in 2 weeks we'll come back and do this and finish this off. Orphan says, I can't believe you caved on Spider-Man, Justin. I mean, I've never played it, but it was heartbreaking.
Should listen to some of our old conversations.
Good night, Hugh. Thank you so much for hanging out this whole time. I mean, we're done. So you saw us through to the end of this one. The next one, though, I think will have some consternation about it. Will not nearly be as long, because ordering is never as long as cutting the list down. Because I think I don't think we're gonna argue too much about what number 1 is gonna be, but I think like the middle of the list is going to get very heated. Is my guess. Is my full-on guess of that. So yeah, we have our list of 25. We're gonna order it next time in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, we'll order that. Tomorrow we're gonna play Remnant from the Ashes. We're gonna check that out. They just released DLC. It's obviously one of our top 25 games of the generation. So you should check it out. You should come tune in for that. It's also a Souls-like game, so it fits right in with what we've been doing, and I think it'd be really cool to check everything out. Kelsey, just quit while you're ahead, okay? Just quit while you're ahead. Also, too, I'll say it now. Please, if you can, check out this link. Put in the chat right now. There we go. Please, if you are able, check out that link and give if you can, and support in any way you can. I know that sometimes people watch this stuff, they don't want to hear people taking a stand, but you can't be quiet right now. So, if you're thinking of donating to us or resubscribing to us, we'd love that, obviously. But if you can only do one thing right now, we ask that you support the cause and further the cause for racial justice in this country. We'll be back. We're gonna be kind of putting that out all for the next couple streams to remind people to check it out. And like I said, please give if you can. No need to confirm with us or anything. Just it would be great if you could. But yeah, we got the 25 games. We're going to come back in 2 weeks and finish this off. We'll be streaming on tomorrow, and then again on Sunday. We'll probably do GTFO, and then I think we're going to do almost like a week of Souls type stuff the following week. Dark Souls on Monday and Wednesday. I think Bloodborne on Tuesday. Back to Remnant on Thursday, and maybe Thursday, Friday. We're going to see. We're going to see if we can do it, but we'll have a full schedule at some point. But we're going to do an all kind of Souls-like week next week. So that should be fun. But until then, thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Kelsey. You left.
This is going to be a very long wait.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just me being silent, waiting.
It'd be funny thing if Kelsey just left.
I bet you she's gone.
I bet you she's gone.
She's gone. All right. So thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Bobby.
And thank you to everybody who's been watching. Until next time, be good to one another. Later.